What up? What's up, brothers? What up, brothers and sisters? What's good, y'all? What's good? What's good? Let me give y'all a little bit so most of you guys can get in there. So what up, everybody? What's up, brothers and sisters? What's good? Give a little quick shout out to my beautiful people in here. The queen is not there today, and I decided like I need to chat with y'all before everything happens. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna give you guys like my personal channel is my film channel, and because I just want to talk about more about movies, like pop cultures and more stuff. So I'm gonna direct you guys to my channel, okay? And I'm gonna write it down right now, so most of you that's in there, you guys can subscribe to my channel. So when I do some other stuff down the line, you guys will be able to find me, okay? So let me put it down first. Let me write it down. That's my film company called Shankon Studio. So you go to YouTube and you type down Shankon Studio and everything should come up. All right. So I want to give a quick shout out to all my beautiful people in here. So let me give shout out to names out here. All right. So Lil Horn, Abraxas, what up? Amara Lopez, what's good? Venus Scales, love, sweetheart, all love up in here. Dark Luna Scorpio Robinson, what up, brother? Leslie Andre Atkins, El Baba, Eileen Gunde, what up? Alicia Wells, what's up? All love up in here. Sak Passe Zo, Kijon Sakafet, Remy Ma 87, Gary Yoon, peace and love, all love up in here. Dreadlock, much love, all love, same here. We got Gula God, what up, what up? Needy Dark Luna, no, I mean, I already said what's up before. Scorpio, Renikia, what's up, sweetie? What's good, what's good, what's good? That's my baby right there. Renikia, what up? We got Carlita Hudson, what's up, sweetheart? Mike Sam, all love up in here. We got Nago up in here. It's the family right there. All Nago here, you know what I'm saying? That's us right here. Nago, what's up? You got the old Goon Nations up in here. Nago, all love. And we're about to jump start. Okay, so any one of y'all probably, share a live so we can have a little chat, because today I'm going to answer every single question. Like, each of you guys have literally 3 questions, each of you. So I have a little bit of time in front of me today, because tomorrow I'm shooting the short film music video. I already put a little bit online. I mean, I uploaded the little teaser for the music video / short film. Tomorrow, that's like another day of shooting. So I'm going to be locked down all day shooting. And the scene tomorrow are going to be epic. But the worst part of it is like no more teasers. All the teasers over. So I'm not going to upload no more teaser. The video going to be aired in 2 weeks from now. The complete video going to be ready to go. So like I said, I have some extra time today because you guys ain't going to see me for a minute, because I'm going to be completely booked by doing film, doing a whole lot of stuff, travel all over the place for some major possibilities of having to come up with a show for what I'm trying to do. So just talk about the show. The show is going to be bringing our story. I'm going to come up with, I'm going to be the director behind the show, and the show is going to be about our story, the story that Hollywood never want to pick up, story that Hollywood afraid of doing. And I'm not blaming them for it. I'm going to talk about it a little bit more because they know something that most of us don't know. So I see why they play careful, but at the same time, they're not encouraging us to do it. If they're not giving us the encouragement to do it, then we won't be able to move forward. Because I told you guys, I don't know if I ever told you guys, and probably one of the lives before, the most powerful industry in the world right now is the film industry. Because movie, again, we are moving, and it's already happened. Our force field of this planet's already merged. It's merging with the 4th in the 5th. it's all talk to most of us. We probably heard it a lot of time. It's just probably a part of our vocabulary and conversation. We use that word so much and we don't really pay attention to it. I know most of you guys probably already think about something, and a lot of you guys, other people's thinking about the same thing, because we catching on in frequency from each other. So we are reading from each other's force field and frequency. Each of us, we are resonated. Like whatever you thinking right now, you influence 5 mile radius. So whatever you think, positive or negative, you are affecting a 5 mile radius around you. So sometimes you're probably sitting around, you got this inspiration that popped up. It's not really yours. The reason why you catch it, you think it's a form of inspiration. You probably thought it's your idea. It's because you catch on to the frequency vibe. So now you either just put it on paper, you materialize the idea, or you let it go. Someone else is going to pick it up. So what I'm trying to say, movie affect our realm. So what you're watching, you are projecting at the same time. When you're watching a movie, you're not just giving the eyeballs of it. When you're watching it, you resonate. So your body's picking up frequency. So your body's reading it and radiated out to the atmosphere. So right now, all these movies, it's pretty much church. That's the new church. Movie is the new church. So when you go sitting around and watching all these movies, you pretty much getting yourself ready for like 5 and 10 more generations down the line gonna affect from these movies, because they're gonna keep making these movies. So we are the only one right now that's not doing nothing about it. Black people, we not doing shit. We are very primitive in that aspect. When we have the most story than any other race in the world. Every story starts with us. Everybody learned from us, but no one telling our story. And then again, we expect other people to tell our stories. But in reality, this is our job and our responsibility to tell our story to the world. And this is why we're not moving forward, because our story, see, it's not just a story. These are inspiration. These are a form of revived spirit of our ancestors. When you put this shit out there, you pretty much recreate a legion, or you call it imagination. It means the Magi nation. So imagination mean I, Magi nation. The Magi mean Magi. Magi is the term for Magi nation. So I am the magical nation. That's what imagination means. I am the magical nation. So if you're not bringing the magical nation into this world we live, or trying to materialize the magical nation, then we can't move forward. You know what I'm saying? We have too many stories that we have to be told. So this is where I'm at. All of my saving, it's always been going to equipment, stories. I meet with a tons of spirit. They come to my dream. They're like, look, do this, do that, do that. You know what I'm saying? So we got a lot to talk about right now. So let me just get some question out of the way first before I move out. Or you guys want me to just go for it, and then at the end of everything, I just start taking some question. Either way, just all right. So what's the deal? Let me just read some of that. Yeah. All right. All right. All right. So you know what? Let me just move forward with what I come here to talk about a little bit. Okay. Now I have a couple notes in here based on what I'm seeing all over the media right now. And because the media, I told y'all, the media, it's a software, it's a bots. We are at war with the media. That's the biggest war. And in movies, they warn us from movies. I hope you guys understand what the media really is. If we watch movies a lot, for all my movie followers, what the media really mean is two characters they create in movie, and the media is doing exactly what they really are. Matter of fact, 3 of them. The first character they create that represent the media right now, I would say Skynet. You guys watch Terminator? If you watch Terminator, this is Skynet. Your Facebook, it's Skynet. So what Skynet is doing? Play with the human consciousness, trying to replace the human consciousness. This is your Skynet. And the second movie that represents the media, I want to call it The Matrix. That's your Smith. That's every time you get on Facebook, you post some about all these lies they pushing in the media, you automatically get flagged, and they call it fact check. They just trying to check your shit like your shit ain't fact. So That's your second. And the third is your Star Trek. If you ever watch Star Trek, they call it the Borg agenda. That's your third. So basically, movie is our compass to this new world, or it's our compass to what we moving forward, and we probably never pay attention to it, or probably we feel like we downgrade it to what it really is. We call it movie, but in reality, it's a ritual. That's why you call it play a role. A role is it's another form. It's a light form of being possessed by Loi. You know what I'm saying? It's a light forms of it. For an example, I remember my first time ever get possessed. It probably was my first time when I've been to Haiti for like we build a home for the spirit, so we went for inauguration of it. So all of the spirit was showing up, and they was coming in and out, and they was like, okay, we happy, we trying to bring all of our belonging and bring it, because I remember it was like before we went to Haiti, we have a fundraiser. So again, shout out to all the people that contribute to build a house, and the house called Kaipi 4. And again, I have a lot of people probably in this chat right now. I would like to say thank you, and I appreciate, because without you guys, we couldn't do it the way we did it. And all the spirit is happy that a lot of us helped build this home. So I remember when I get there first time, and before we get inside of the house, we just had to do a little prayer before we get in. And I never forget, that was the first time I went to a possession part. Like, I'm going to give you guys more knowledge about possession, because a lot of time people talk about possession, they have no idea, or they never describe the feeling or explain the levels to it or what it really is. Because, again, the education of voodoo never really been put into the proper place or proper ways for people to learn. So now I remember, like, my first possession was like when we went into the place, and we have my mama, shout out to Mama's Enfant. We went there. I was there with the Queen Arto. Everybody was there. So basically, we was under a tree. I never forget that. It was about to just turn 5 to 6. Never forget that. So we was around a tree, and the tree was like a mango tree. And then a calabash tree was out there too. So those two, a calabash and the mango tree. So while I'm in there, we lit up the candle. Everybody just start praying. And then we got like one of our cup of water. And then, we start talking like, the children coming up in here. We just, want to give love, and we want to give our honor and respect to the spirit. So we want to come before we start everything. You got to make sure, you call on the spirit before you move in. Next thing I know, something comes from the tree all the way up, just drop in the middle of my head, just never like just boom. And I was like, what the fuck? I was thinking like, okay, probably a leaf, but I feel like, damn, it's probably a bit too heavy than a leaves. Probably something. When I looked down, I saw a cricket, and it was not a small cricket. This shit was big. It was a big cricket, all green, big cricket. And I'm like, oh shit, that's a cricket. And then I have an aunt of mine that was there. She just smacked my hands like, don't say shit, shut up. And I don't say nothing. Next thing I know, I got hit with a water on my back. I mean, trust. I got hit with a water. It's almost like someone just splashed me with a water behind my back. And it was nobody there. I got hit with the water. And the queen was there. She got hit with the water by her left hand. And we both looking at each other like, what the fuck? And nobody was around. So this is when we know, like, okay, some is happening here. Next thing I know, it start to rain out of nowhere. Lightning, boom, and it start to rain. And the funny thing is, the rain was happening in only the little area that we was gathering for the ceremony. That shit started to freak me out a little bit. I'm like, what the fuck? So now we get inside the facility. Now, a bunch of spirits start to show up. Mama's Enfant she just got mount by Ogu Ferai. The first time I actually met Ogu Ferai one-on-one, as far as like, because remember, I was a kid when that happened. I was a baby. Then I come to the States, spent a long time here. So I went back down there just for that reason. Just we built a house. So when Mama's Enfant got that, when she possessed by Ogu, and Ogu greeted me, this was the most vicious greeting I ever been with any Loi. The first thing he did, because that was a woman, and she mounted by Ogu. She just grabbed my hand, giving me a handshake, and she hit me with her forehead on my chest. Boom! And then that shit hurt so bad because it was unexpected. So After she hit me with the forehead, boom, on my chest, she hit me with 2 punches, both sides of my gut. Boom, boom. And then she take the machete, and then she just pulled the machete on my body like this. She just pointed and just put pressure to it. I swear to God, I thought I was about to die or get gut. The machete just bent in a perfect circle, bent, and then she took her forehead and just bumping on mine. And I'm like, okay. In my mind, I'm thinking like, shit, what the fuck is happening? So, you know, greet me in the like spirit, like they happy for what we did, and they're like, you know, no pas regret sans faire. They all happy, let us know, like, okay, that was a tremendous move by us, and everybody can contribute. Don't worry, they're gonna look out for every single person that helped make the shit possible. So now I'm thinking to my mind, what the fuck is happening? So now next thing I know, I think I have that video there. One of probably the first video that's on that channel for Mumbo. And next thing I know, hour later, while we in there with them, because they keep coming left and right. After Ogu come in, we have Kuzen Zaka. Kuzen Zaka come in. This shit was funny. Like, that was probably, to me, that's one of the most joyful Loa that I ever enjoyed the most, because it's all love and comedy. And again, when we talk about film or entertainment industry, Haitian industry, in the Haitian industry, the only, when you talk about film in the movie, in the Haitian industry, it's about comedy. Haitian enjoy or deal more in comedy more than any other form. They don't do action. It's everything mostly about comedy. And the patron comedy for the Haitian is Cousin Zaka. That's why all of the comedian of Haitians always trying to act like an older guy with a jacout. They all talk funny because Cousin, he joke a lot and he talk funny, and he's like 100% the inspiration or the spiritual drive behind the inspiration for Haitian comedy come from Cousin Zaka. And that's what Cousin was doing. And Cousin, the first thing he did, he pulled his hand on his jacout and pull out some money. The money was there for too long. They probably been there for years, but the money was all rotten and shit. He just rip it up and give me a little piece of the money. He's like, don't worry, man, this is gonna make you some money. So put this shit in your pocket. So I put this shit in my pocket and thinking, like, I'm still like, oh shit, what the fuck has happened? Next law that show up was Mama Brigitte. And Mama Brigitte, when she come in, she giving you that accent. You can tell she is an outsider. This is another thing, again, that people don't understand. Brigitte was a British woman. And I tell people, that's why Haitian Voodoo is a giant, because this is a place that bring everyone together. And Brigitte is known as an outsider. She's from Britain. That was one of the Brit people that was here. And I told you, like, Mambo make a video about the Brit, like, you know, how all the people contributing, and the Brigitte order was actually an outsider women that was in a brothel system, and they was fucking around with all these slave masters. They was gathering information. They was playing a spy and help the revolution become what it becomes. And that's another part of the revolution they never talks about. They want to keep it as slave as possible, to deem it down to a level like nobody really interested to really get to know what really went down with all like everyone contribute, everybody play a role to really, if they ever talk about, you know, the nature of showing you it was a group of people, like people from all parts of the world, make it as a group world effort. If you sold it to the world as that, then you know what would happen today? The whole world will be more connected to each other, because that part of the revolution will teach the world all it takes is humanity. All it takes is humanity first. If we preach humanity first, you will not see me as I'm black. You will not see me as I'm white. All we will care is our content, or who we are is what will matter, not so much about race. And that's why they deem this revolution as a slave revolt. Like I said before, they deem it down so nobody interested. So therefore, that's why Brigitte come in. Brigitte remind us that we collabo with everybody. That law means the collaborations of a human race that creates something greater. And when Brigitte come in, the first thing she did, she start to you know, scanning me around and talk like, motherfucker, all along, why I don't see you for that? You know, they talk and cuss a lot. And that's what I'm trying to tell people. If you find someone, if you ever been around people that find problem or feel like it's a problem when people cussing around, that means the person have a low frequency, a low energy around. Spirit cuss, because it's not, we call it cursing, but it's not cursing. It's energy connotation. When they speak like that, they bring that energy to you. That's why black people, it's natural for us to cuss around. We love talking. That's our language. We speak like that. You know what I'm saying? Because the spirit that's around us, that's the gede. That's the energy of these spirit. These spirit, that's what they do. They joke, they talk shit, they cussing a lot, and that's how they bring the energy out of us. So Brigitte was so great. Like the first thing she do is start working on me. The first thing, like she said, "Oh shit, you got some bad luck. Let me correct that." She take her cane and put it on my belly and start to, start to grind on the cane like that. She told me to do the same shit, and guess what? She started healing me, take out negativity. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, our center core, what we call our belly button, this is where energy stacked. If everything gets stagnant, this is where you perform ritual around that area. This is where negativity or blockages is usually stacked upon your belly, which is your midsection. So after that, I hear a voice on the outside. I'm start hearing a voice, a loud voice. And I'm just going to make the shit clear here because that was a huge misunderstanding about that situation. And today we're going to talk about it. I have some time. We're going to break some shit down so people understand. Now, when I hear the voice outside, I'm like, what the fuck? Is that Mambo out there? Like, when I go outside, she was mounting. And she have like a bucket of water on her hands with special herbs. And in my mind, I'm like, okay, so who's that? And she start talking. She's like, you can't remember, you don't know who I am? And she gave me the look, and she start to give like, the sassy face and asking people to, bring perfumes and shit. And I'm like, oh shit, I've seen it. The funny thing is, before we went to Haiti, I have a dream about her. And the dream is Freda. I saw her on a white horse, and then she told me, I'm gonna be her light armor. I'm gonna be her Prince Charming. That she gonna carry me to the top for what I'm doing. And when she said that, I'm automatically oh shit, that's Freda. Man, listen, out of all the spirit, this was a project. I repeat, this is the most stressful spirit I ever get around with. She was like, trust me, and patient, just like a queen do. People seems like, I want to get this shit clear because, we have mixed feelings about that situation. When I upload the video, you know what I'm saying? Because I was the one recording because like, shit, I have to share this shit to the world. Now, I've been, ever since I was a kid, both sides of my family are practitioner. Both sides of it. So I'm always been around these things. You know what I'm saying? If you are Haitian, you know what I mean. When you're a baby, you got to be able to go to some sort of ritual as a baby to make sure that you're pas manjou, to make sure that nobody fucks with you when it come down to this work. Because back in the day, in the 80s, as a baby, you're gonna get tested. In Haiti, it's like if you come from a ras mean a bloodline, in order for you to survive, they're gonna test you. So certain bloodline that's out in Haiti, it's pretty much a battlefield back then. If your bloodline ain't right, their baby gonna die. Like Haiti call it yak manjou. That means if you don't go to some sort of ritual as a baby, you will not survive. That's what it was back then. It was a war. It's a war of territory. Lugawu mean, people call it lugawu as a form of shape shifting. I would not call it shape shifting. I've seen lugawu before. I have lugawu in my family. I know what I'm saying. I've seen it. I'm gonna give more information to it so people know what it really means or what it really is. I have plenty of people I know, as far as some of them family member that died from lugawu. I have cousin of mine almost died completely from lugawu. So I'm gonna explain what the phenomenon is. You know what? Let me just go ahead with lugawu. What lugawu pretty much mean, the term mean werewolf, but the reason why they associate it with werewolf is the transformation aspects of it. People think like transformation is like, the people just shape shift. The shape shift happened, but it's not how you think movie shows it to you. Like you see the body and then the body transform. No, it's not like that. This is what happened. A lugawu, it's pretty much someone that have what we call outer body connection. Now, how outer body connection happens? When we have lucid dream, let's just say you have a lucid dream, right? You don't control that. It happens. Some people probably use drugs like mushrooms and DMT to do it, but it's still not controlled. It just happened automatically, like an automotion. What Luga would need do is an avatar. This is how Luga will work. You see the process of avatar? This is what Luga will work. Now, Luga will have different avatars. Some of them have normal avatar that, you know what these normal avatar is? Probably dogs, probably cats, probably goat, probably cow, or probably horse. Now, pay attention. These things, when Haitian heard of Lugawu, it's a form of avatar. But there's two levels of avatar. You have the avatar that is dog or cat. Like a lot of people say, oh shit, I saw a cat at night. You know what it means? The person went to bed. Before they went to bed, they have a special prayer they did. And to do that prayer, it comes with different things. They probably have a rock at their room, a wash. It's a special kind of wash. And they know what to say to the wash, and they know what to do with it. I know some. And from using that wash, the wash pull out the force field away from their body. Pretty much the wash pull out their spirit away from it. So now when the cat in the house go by the wash and touch it, the wash mean rock. When the cat go by that rock, the spirit just jump on that cat. So the person use a new avatar so that the person becomes the cat. So when the cat go late at night, you heard, oh, they won't shot la passe, di manger timuna. Let me explain. It's not pretty much eat the child. So now when the person jumped, when the energy left the body and went to the inside of the cat become the new avatar. Just like the movie, call it Avatar. You find normal humans get inside of a machine, transfer their consciousness to another body. This is where they get it. Avatar was 100% made about Haiti. Avatar, it's a movie made from Haiti history. We're going to go back after that. That's why the young lady that played it, Zozaldana, she's half Dominican, half Haitian. We can go further. I'm going to explain that after that. So when you get the mind transfer to the avatar, when you heard about the cat, they saw a cat and the baby die. What it really is in reality, the person go so they can build up their force field. So when you heard a cat walking around in Haiti, they went to going to the rooftop of the house, and next thing you know, a baby start crying, and then after that, the cat run off, and next thing you know, next day, the baby end up dying. It's because they drained the baby life force. Because in order for you to maintain your avatar, so you don't lose consciousness. If you lose consciousness in Haiti, they call it ouvin fou. The reason why you lost it or you get crazy, you call it ouvin fou, that means you lost your mind, is because you can't control your force field from the avatar. So when you get back to your body, your full consciousness is in disarray because you don't have enough energy to maintain it. So when these cats go in on top of people's home, what they're really doing is absorb baby force field. They're not eating the baby like food. No, the baby died because they drained the baby life force. But they have different avatar that do it. For an example, I'll just tell you about the cat. Now, the dogs, for an example, some people walk late at night. Those, they do not hunt babies. They hunt older people. Some people probably walk late at night, and you get across a dog. And you saw the dog look at you like straight face like this. Some can talk to you. I have a cousin of mine that usually go late at night in Haiti to just having sex with other young girls and shit. And he fucked the wrong person, child, and the person want to retaliate. And he get across with a dog. He was coming back home around 1:30, about to be 2 a.m. at night. And he saw a dog. And the dog just gave him the face and told him like, yo, motherfucker, you walk too late. Or if the dog don't say shit, the next day, that person going to tell your parents that, yo, your son walked too late at night. Why he's so late at night? Because that dog was that person. So they can be dog too. They transfer their consciousness to dog. So when you see people get late at night, you saw Lugawu. Lugawu mean they saw an avatar of someone. Some people are going to tell you, well, we saw a ball of fire flying. That is the difference. Let me explain to you. There's avatar that's not in this force field. I told you, all the avatar I told you, from dog, from goat, from cat, from cow, all of this is physical avatar. But they have avatar that are interdimensional avatar. Pretty much it's not physical. It's straight up etheric, which pretty much means pure energy. So I've seen this myself. I've seen a ball of fire flying. And people will call that Lugau. This is another form of Lugau. They said, oh, they have like wings, they fly. This shit exists. Those are what you call your gargoyles. They make movie about gargoyles. You know what I'm saying? You got comic about gargoyles. There's no bullshit. These are interdimensional beings. You know who that creature is? That creature is Agawu. Agawu is what we call the spirit of the wind. That's why they fly. You see the name? Agawu Lugawu. That is another avatar, but it's the interdimensional avatar. This avatar, you have to be in secret society to do it. This is a complete body exchange. That is for like way up there. This is a body exchange. And avatar, like when you transfer your body to what we could call gargoyle, white men know about that. They make countless a show about it. It's no bullshit. This is real. Gargoyle exists. This is another form of an avatar. A gargoyle body is another avatar. So when you transfer your consciousness to that gargoyle body, this is what people will see. Ball of fire flying around. And that, to be able to do that, this is a whole different level of joining different sort of secret society. Bizongo society know how to do that. And those Bizongo society is from the Native Americans. Sampwell know how to do that. But you got to be deep into this shit. This is not just like that. In order for Sampwell to do that, they have to have the band going like to like what people call, like, for an example, let me give you an example. You know, when people call pilgrimage, you know, you have to go to different place, or you go to a long amount of, you know, going to different areas, or a long walk. That's the same concept with Sampwell before they start to transform, before they start to get to what we considered body transfer to the avatar of something outside of this physical realm. In order for them to do that, banna supposé prend la rue, or what we call the band have to take the street. Sampwell is almost like a band. Like they play music, but they play music late at night. You know, a band, like it's a bunch of them. And the funny thing about them, the closer you hear them, the further they are. The lower you hear them, the closer they hear to you. That's why, like, what those band pretty much do, when you heard the band take the street, like, you know, Sampwell Pralari, what they really do is gather energy. People don't know that. They think like when you take the Sampwell take the street, it's pretty much you're just trying to make music. No, they are raga. The style of music is like raga. They play the raga music. Ra. You see, ra. This is ancient Egyptian shit. That's why they shape shift, because ancient Egyptian used to shape shift. This is when you get the flying. That's Heru. That's why you find the Egyptians, they have what? Wings. They can't fly. This is the tradition straight from Kemet in the native. Same thing with the native. Because here, that's Egypt of the West. You have Egyptian in the Grand Canyon of Arizona. That's pyramid. The pyramid here is older than Africa. So it's the same tradition. It's not like they're too different. It's almost the same concept and the same older tradition that we lost. That's why, like, you know, all like Native American always got feathers. You know what I'm saying? Because of the wings flying. When they transform it, they can't fly. There's no bullshit. It's facts. So when you heard the Raga take the street, or the band, the Sampwell band take the street, what they're pretty much doing is a form of a pilgrimage. By doing a long trajectory from the band, they're gathering the energy of the moon. They're gathering the energy from the people sleeping. That's why a lot of time you heard people say they feel paralysis, sleep paralysis when a bun Sampwell get through. It's because every time the band is playing music, they are expending their force field by grabbing the energy from people sleeping. So when you feel paralysis, it's the band that gathers some of your energy, because they need energy to go to interdimensional places. So this is another thing they never talk about, or people don't know. I know about these stories because I talk to them. I talk to people within my family that's involved, and I ask the spirit about real shit. See, here's another problem about our cultures, or Haiti culture, when it comes to voodoo. The education of voodoo never been given or never been revealed by people that are really involved. All of the stuff you ever heard about has been done by outsiders, either American or French. The French the most. All your books, all your histories about voodoo is gathered by outside sources. So they make these books and they translate it in different languages, from English, from Spanish, but it's not been done by us, or those of us that know. It's been given the opportunity to be so quiet, or given the opportunity to be so dormant. We allow other people to do it for us because they give food on the table, and we feel like, okay, this is not my problem. As long as I get my piece, I don't care. So these folks is giving us what they think, and they do not know shit. You know what I'm saying? So that was the story about the Lugau. Now, what I want to talk about, when we talk about, again, I said, one thing about me, when law come through, when people possess, I ask real question. See, a lot of time in Haiti, the majority of time when people get possessed, they usually talk about, okay, what's gonna happen to me. They talk about financial gain or trying to see if someone got sick. So it's always about this little circle of families, you know, who's sick and who trying to fuck me up. Oh, I'm trying to get money. It's always about that conversation. No one talks about real issues. So when they come, I ask real question. I ask like, what the fuck gonna happen to the world? What's gonna happen this? What is this? What is that? So when they come, I ask those questions. That's how I know. For an example, one of them have a law they call Bakulubaka. This law, I mean, if this law is exposed to you, it will be one of the most disgusting law exposed to you. But it's because we're not educated. So in our mind or in our ways of, you know, translate what we seeing, we will be able to feel like I don't want to associate myself with this shit. But in reality, if we are educated to understand what we are seeing, then we'll be better to understand how nature works. For example, Bakulubaka, it's a law of what we consider the lower self. Like when this law in my habitation, Kaipi 4, this law reside in a freaking, like, I'm gonna tell you where like when we doing service, we have to put candle in food for this law by a place called latrine. A latrine, when you take a shit, when you take a dump, a latrine or latrine. This is where we put food or lit a candle. Now, once you hear a latrine or a latrine, where you defecate, where you take a dump or you shit, in your mind, in your perspective, oh fuck no, I won't do this shit. Fuck no, I won't fuck with that, off that. But you don't understand. When you die, you smell the same way as the shit. And what you call the shit is your lower self that you are sacrificing to exist. So the shit itself pretty much mean your future, because you're gonna smell like that shit, and this is where you're gonna end up like shit. We all gonna smell when we die, because you got to be buried. So your defecation mean a form of your future, which where you're gonna end up buried. You know what I'm saying? So again, what is defecation? Defecation is what we considered what we call the earth. This is earth. Each of these spirit, it's attached, all the spirit attached to an element. And Bakulu is the element of the earth. When we alive, we are air and fire. Once you die, you go into the water or the earth. So this is the spirit of defecation. And now what this spirit do the most or the best, people don't know. This is a tracker spirit. If someone missing in your family, if you don't know things that no one will be able to know, that spirit will do it for you. And usually that spirit, when it comes to you, it comes in dreams to reveal itself. This is a baby. Every time it's a baby with a diaper. In Haiti, they call it couchette. Bathe with shit. A baby walking around with a diaper full of shit. That's how that spirit manifests when they come to the dream world. So this is a powerful spirit because that spirit can't track. It's a tracker. If you missing or if you couldn't find someone, if someone in your family missing, this is the spirit to petition. Bakulu Baka. So again, I'm saying this. This is a law. The upbringing of it alone will make most Haitian like, nah, this shit is for me. So that's what I'm saying, because the education part was not done. For an example, it's not by coincidence you saw there's a shitload of trash in Haiti. There's a shitload of fatra everywhere. People wonder, damn, we walking on these shit. Why the government don't remove it? It's because they never served this spirit properly. That's why they couldn't fucking remove them. People don't know. Anything that smell is the earth. That's why we all gonna smell. See, they don't understand. That's why, like, we have a bunch of people that don't understand the science of things. Everything that live, everything that take part of our physiology, everything that exists in the materialistic world, it's a part of the spiritual world. Everything has its purpose because spirit can inhabit anything. So that was the part of the Bakulu Baka. And again, people don't heard about the spirit because they don't deal with them. Or if they do have it, they feel like they too modern, or they don't know the science of dealing with earth. And the earth will do that. And you'll find a lot of time also, a lot of Haitian know it for the most part. A lot of time people got really sick. And the only way to remove that sickness is to go bathe to one of the most dirtiest pit. And you're like, damn, that shit just like glow solid. And in reality, it's the earth in its purest form. So you just bathe and all disease fly out the window. People don't know that. So we don't understand the science of the earth and science of different things that we feel ashamed of our culture, not knowing how element work. And all of this stuff, it's a part of us to develop the educational system. And that's what Mambo been doing. Mambo and me been trying to bring awareness and trying to teach the science of stuff. If we don't know where it came from, then we can't move forward. So this is what it was in that format. So now I'm backtracked to the possession part. Now, when Mambo have us really free down in the head, we have, like, I posted a video. I told you guys this was probably the most pressured spirit I ever been around with. This spirit was the most sassy and the most demanding spirit. Now, I remember me myself when I was growing up. I've been around, my family have different ceremony. Some do ceremony for, like, you know, for brichet. That's level to ceremony. But the one I always know, I remember as a kid, we all have to be swing around on fire. And I'm telling you, people need to understand, for those Haitian that this happened to you, you don't know. They take take two of your feet, two of your hand, they just swinging you around the fire like this. You know what I'm saying? A big bonfire and shit. And people just don't understand that science. This usually happened with the Ogus. If you have Ogu in your family and you have babies, that's how Ogu bless the babies. Because understand, inside of you, what you call soul, it's a living fire. When you die, that fire die inside of you. We all like a candle that you lit. The lighting part of the candle represents your body. And the tip of it, we call the lighting part, it's your soul. So inside of us, it's like a living candle we have inside of us. So we have fire. What we call soul is a fire. So when they take the baby, they swing it on the fire. What they're pretty much doing is giving that baby more energy. It's putting a force field around that baby to be protected by any attack from anything projecting to that baby. But we've been brainwashed. We don't understand. A lot of us that this happened to us, we automatically assume that's some fuck shit because, you know, we still being influenced by the church, but we don't understand. This is hell of a protection, just getting that from the perspective that Ogu, all the Ogu energy of fire spirit, they are fire energies. So they're just pretty much trying to take their essence and they stored it on you. Me as a child growing up, I never been tested, not one time in my life. People dare to fucking thinking like they're gonna put some spiritual attack on me. But I have many family members. I have family members in the same house that got attacked. I'm talking about their body lift up out of nowhere. Something grabbed them. Just you saw like all their body levitate and boom, spirit beat their ass in the house. I live in the same house with them. This shit never happened to me. But the reason why it didn't happen to me, my upbringing as a kid was different than them. You know what I'm saying? I was going to all process of what you want to call it, you know, bliss, like, you know, put me to fire. Most of us get the blood of the turtle blood. You know, you got to taste the turtle blood. Again, you see the science? Where turtle live? Water. They cut the turtle head and we all get that little blood taste of the blood. It's a form of be able to be adapt by two force field. They put me on the fire and then you take the turtle from the water and they put the equalizer just like that. So you get the fire and water. And we all been bathed by different leaves, powerful leaves. You know what I'm saying? You got like a leaf called Fe Lugau. You know, they got to bathe you with this shit to make sure that you ain't being attacked or be tried. You know, you got different, like that's different leaves, man. I don't remember most of them. But it just to show you how each of them represent a part of the element of nature. The fire, the turtle is water, the leaf is the earth. You know what I'm saying? So again, this is how they do it to me when I was growing up. So basically I couldn't get tested by different bullshit because my upbringing was automatically on point. That's why like a lot of our kids, a lot of people here into the diaspora or people live in the United States, a lot of time they feel like some fuck shit happened to their children. You know, a kid just walk around, go across the street, a cop drag the kid or shoot the kid or a gang drive by or a car hit them. It's because the child is not clean. If your baby's not claimed, when you said claim, it's elemental. If the element is not claimed to be attached to you in your journey you call life, then you are more prone for bullshit to happen to you. Because if you not claim, that means you do not have a family in the spiritual world. If you do not have a family in the spiritual world, any counterfeit spirit can attack you and fuck you up. Listen, the world we live here, we actually live in two worlds. You just don't know. The other side, that's plenty of bullshit happening in the other side. You might be at war right now. You just don't know that. In your physical world, your life is passable. You live in a good life. But every time you go to bed, all the spirit that walk with you at war, they're in a serious war just to keep you happy and keep you safe. But that work to keep you safe got to happen early. That work to keep you safe got to be able to know what to do. And this is my journey, is to give our people some inspiration. Listen, none of you guys have to believe anything I'm saying. And my job is not for you to believe me. My point is to giving you an outlook and inspiration for you to go out there and try to make that connection. Because this is how he was great. And this is a part of us that always been since Kemet, since here in the Americas, and since the revolution until then. This is a part of us that we can't run away from. And I'm going to tell you guys again, before my reconnection to voodoo, my life was a fucking living hell. Nothing could have worked for me. I mean, I go to a place, everybody get a plate. When it get to me, I couldn't get a plate. Some blocked me. And you want to know why? Because I was visible in my family. All the spirit, when I mean visible, let me explain that part, because it sounds like, okay, visible. What do you mean? For an example, in the physical world, the same way you saw someone walking around, or you can see, in the spiritual world, spirit can see certain people. Spirit couldn't see everyone. Some people have that light. They're born with the light. So you become visible to the spirit world. So when you become that light where they can see, oh, they're going to fuck you up till you know how to communicate with them. So if you don't know how to deal with them, they're going to make your life live in hell, because they don't want that can see you, and they know the only way to get you, to get your attention, is to fucking make life miserable till you get the proper attention, till you get the proper knowledge to deal with them back. You know how many Haitians family, you know how many people I know telling me the same story all the time? Like they do everything, none can work. It's because they are visible to the spiritual world, but they don't know how to communicate back. So the spirit trying to communicate with you by putting you to the worst condition, because if you're comfortable, you're never going to communicate with them. So it's a form of like giving you tough love in order to get with them. And the moment, I swear to God, the moment shit get back, you're going to be fine. You're going to be fine. Everything's going to be straight. Listen, man, I have so many crazy stories that shit look like it's movie shit. But again, what can I say? It's my journey. People just never going to understand. That's why it's journeys for you to know and you to say. And those that don't believe you, if they walk your path, they will get it, or they will see it for themselves. So back to the story. After Mambo got the Freda, what I was trying to say is, like, I've seen Freda before, you know, and you know what I realized, and what my research, and based to all the experiences I've been around, I've been to countless of dance. Dance is pretty much a voodoo ceremony. I've been to countless of them. Family members have the shit annually. I grew up in these conversations. And even me, before I was born, my story of me being born, it's a mystery itself. I'm going to share this shit with y'all. It's very personal, but I have to share it just to show you that each of us tied to a story of the ancestors, and each of us have a mission, and each of us have a duty to reconnect, because our ancestors' mission is not complete. Our mission will be complete when each and every one of us is in a good position, where we no longer need to worry about our survival. We no longer need to worry about what we're going to eat. We no longer need to worry about what our next generation is going to be about. So that's why the ancestors still here. They want to make sure that our survival is safe. So that's why they want to make sure we got to make all connection of all ways and any matter to bring the shit together. My story about my birth was pretty much my father. My father was his father was a Ugan. So he grew up in the same trajectory. Around Baby Doc in Haiti, my father was his driver of Baby Doc. So he was around these guys, and these guys have what you call a a society that called Tonton Makut. So he was a Makut himself. So people know Makut did a lot of the injustice, a lot of fuck shit. So I heard about stories, and I remember people always constantly telling me it was an oppression around that time. But you couldn't tell my father shit. You couldn't tell my grandpa shit, because that was the greatest time of his life. And he was Papa Doc driver. So shit, he still have the gun that Papa Doc gave him. So he remembered those good old days. So he always gonna tell you otherwise. So cut the story short, my father know one of the richest guy in Haiti right now. His name is Toto. He have like these bullet. Bullet is lottery. He have this little lottery shack that they sold lottery all over. So he's one of the most richest guy in Haiti. But before he was rich, him and my father were known each other for a long time. And my father trying to get in the same industry as him is the lottery industry, to open bank, the little small bank, so people exchange, get money. You play this number, you win, you get money, you don't lose, you get. So he was getting in that industry. So they always told him that what you looking for, he trying to get something that Haitian called point. Point, it's pretty much what people would consider like they give you a gift. You know, we can call it point, they call it God. And in movies, I'm gonna give you an example. You know, when you watch movies about fantasy movies, like, you know, you go to one of the most famous movie, I can give you the example that is Lord of the Rings. Okay, if you ever see Lord of the Rings, you remember Frodo, he was going to different what we call different race, the culture, the health people, and they give him a gift. You know, the gift was like they give him one of this, I don't know, the little short sword. That little sword can glow at night to push out the demons. So they give him a gift. So a point, it's a gift. It's almost the same thing. You just get a gift on your journey. In order to fulfill your journey, you get a gift. So my father was looking for a point. And the point was pretty much about for you to be able to get money, to have money, or for money to stay in your pocket. So people couldn't win. So what is lottery? Lottery is pretty much people pick a number, and then the number came out and they win. So his gift is for people couldn't win. So people constantly come into play with him, but they can never win. Haiti nou relel, yo pa ka pete bouda monsieur. Boule yo pa ka sorti. Moun ap jwe bolet, boule yo pa ka sorti. Pou la play the game. So that's what it was. So basically people keep playing, but they never win. So he trying to get a point like that. So one of the things they told him is that the woman that gonna gave you that point will call a name. They give him the name. And this guy been looking for that point. He have baby with 5 women with the same name. My mom happened to have the same name too. 5 women, because they told you you're gonna have a baby with that person, that baby gonna be your luck. And it was me. My mom only had me as a child. And he have to go far to meet my mom. And that's how I was born. So basically, I was his chance. I was his étoile. Haïtien, étoile. Moi, t'es étoile, monsieur. So from my birth, I bring the luck to him. That's why a lot of time in a lot of relationship, when people have a baby, is after the baby's being born, good shit happens to them. And a lot of time too, people having baby with someone and bad shit happen because the link, you have an ancestral war. That's why in Haiti, they call it M'pap kite moun sa entre nan ras mwen. Oh, ras moun sa ou pap entre nan ras pam. It's the same thing. What I mean by that is like some people, before they get to a relationship, you have family members like, nah, man, we don't want to fuck with this bloodline of that person. I don't want that bloodline of my family. Off bat, this is an ancient tradition because some people have a bloodline that carry spirit with them. So that spirit do not like that spirit here, and they go to war. So now when that baby being born, you automatically have a war that start to make sure that baby brings some negativity to break out marriage. And that's why this shit happens to our community a lot. We have a lot of single mothers because we keep open, the women, I'm saying, sisters, we are open our legs without being spiritual. Understand, we not like every group in this world. Black people is the primal creature of this world. We are the guardian of the galaxy of this world. Our life is not as like them. We have a responsibility. Our responsibility is we live 2 lives. Our first life is spiritual. Our second is physical. But we are brainwashed, or we think we like everyone, and we live life thinking like we just like the next. No, we still living the ancestral life still. The spirit's still with us. So if we don't know how to communicate with them, they can bring living hell into our life. And that's why a lot of time, most of our sisters being alone. And again, always tell people, voodoo, to me, the most important pieces of voodoo is women. Voodoo is for women. And why voodoo always show you women is the pillar of it, because not only is the same tradition of Egypt, women is the pillar. Understand, women is the portal for the ancestor to come back. So if women do not having a good connection with them, what do you think gonna happen? You're gonna have hardship. They're gonna make sure this you suffer with that baby, because in their eyes, this is not our baby. Understand, every single one of us, we are their children. So if we don't make sure that baby know who's their parent, then they're gonna make sure you suffer. Like, nah, this ain't my baby. Shit. Go on with your life. You're gonna suffer. That's why Black women is suffering like shit. Because we do not make the first connection. What connection we do? With a counterfeit energy, with an imposter. You choose Jesus. You choose Jesus to be your baby's father. When your ancestors like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm in your blood. I resonate within your bloodline, and you chose this shit to look after you when I've been looking for centuries. This is why we keep failing. Why? That's why relationship is not never. A lot of our Black women. That's why I told you, Black women is the number one groups of people that not married. Like, marriage is in an all-time low in Black women. It's because it's spiritual first. And I told you, when it comes to voodoo or African tradition or native tradition, women is the pillar. It's the matriarch. So women were supposed to make that connection before anybody. So if you don't have that connection, that baby gonna suffer. That they're gonna make sure that men walked out of your life. They're not gonna keep your relationship intact. So now, I was born, like I said, and I bring that luck to him. So he was doing good. He was getting a lot of money. But again, what money do? Money, when you start making money and you make a lot of it, what money will do to you is blindfold you. Money gonna put a blind to you. Money gonna make you forget about what matters. It's gonna give you your satisfaction. And he was having women from different places. And one of the biggest hotel in Pétionville, my grandfather was doing work for the owner. It called El Rancho. Silvera, the owner named Silvera. My grandfather was the one doing work for them. And it was all over. One of the biggest places in Haiti, one of the best hotels. They call Hotel El Rancho in Pétionville. So again, nothing can be having a foundation without having the spirit, without the proper guidance. That's what I'm trying to say in return. They teach us to reject our tradition because they know if we throw this shit away, you will never be shit. And again, we ain't shit right now in the face of the world. We in the back of the wagon because we throw everything that makes us who we are away. And that's the game. I'm talking about everything, not just when people talk about voodoo, the first thing come in mind, it's either for money or either for payback, to kill someone or for money. It's those two are the most, navigation system. What you said, voodoo, it's either for money or you're trying to fuck someone up. And in reality, those are the two primitive aspects of voodoo, the most primitives. And I'm trying to let people know again, the purpose of voodoo is to make us live in harmony. It's to bring family together. Because if me and you get along, if we all love each other, we can move mountain. You know what I'm saying? We can move mountain. Ain't no financial problem we're going to have in our community because we all love and all connected. I have a duty towards you. For an example, I'm just talking about my upbringing of what I see. The way I see people, like ever since my voodoo journey, my perspective on humanity is different. When I see a brother of mine or a sister of mine, I no longer saw that person as an individual that I used to know. I saw that person as a spirit. So of that, I saw someone I know what frequency that person radiated back at me. So I saw a lot. I have a lot of friends of mine. Most of them give me the vibe of Ogu. Most of them gave me the vibe of the Baron, the Baron Criminel, Baron Samedi, Baron La. They give me the vibe. So you know what? I know how to treat them. I know I'm not going to cause them because in my mind, those spirit might manifest through them to a period of time or certain time to communicate back with me. So guess what? I'm not going to violate my brother. I'm not going to disrespect my brother. because my vision, it's in a voodoo vision now. I see the world in a voodoo way. This is why we not doing anything. That's why we fail, because we not seeing the world in a voodoo lens. What the voodoo lens teach us is that every single thing attached to a spirit. I don't give a fuck, even if it's a dog. You know how many times I'm going late to some place and I saw a dog, I'm walking around, the dog just barked me. The moment the dog barked me, I already know it's Papa Legba let me know that he will allow me to, wherever I'm going, it's safe. You know how many times I'm walking late night, I saw a black cat cross me? You know what it remind me? It remind me that Mama Brigitte said, you good. But in our other perspective, you saw a cat late night on our brainwash, you automatically thinking it's a bad omen, because they brainwashed us to remove our mind away from what we were supposed to be or who we really are. If we can't see each other in a voodoo lens, then we failed. You know how many of my sisters I know that Freda walks with them? And you know how that teach me how to treat with them? I have to treat them with kindness and respect. And you know, when I see a woman with Freda energy, you know, the moment that I'm around them, I automatically know my luck, it's working. That's a sign to tell me that I ought to go play some lottery, because I'm in the presence of a woman that radiates Freda. Freda bring luck, good luck. So these are the signs that we're supposed to see or live in the everyday life. If we seen it, for an example, you know how many, like a lot of time people don't understand. Like you drive in a car and you saw some Mexican out there trying to sell you an orange or trying to sell you a water, and you just pass it by like it ain't shit, but you don't tap into the magic. This is your cousin Zaka. They are hardworking. They were not asking. How many times you saw Mexican begging for money? They don't do that. They rather sell their little bottle of water for that $1 just to keep their dignity. But this is what cousin is about. This is all Ogu, the principle, and cousin travail. You know what I'm saying? They hardworking. And this is a science. So when you support one of them by buying something from them, this is not what you do. It's a ritual you just engage. That means you pay your dues to cousin. You know what that's going to mean? If you was looking for a job, this is your offering. You just pay for your job, for you give you a phone call, or you just trying to get some work. It's all ritual, but we don't understand because we not seeing it in the lens of voodoo. For an example, you go in late night and you saw a prostitute walking around the street. If this ever happens to you, did you know by the science of voodoo, you're supposed to stop and ask them if they straight? You say, hey, ma, how's everything? Y'all good? How was the night? You're supposed to conversate with them. That's the Brigitte. They are your eyes. That shit that you couldn't see, they see it. What if there was that night, there was a prostitute, they just fuck with a nigga that about to blow your fucking dome the next day? A nigga that you probably had beef with, and she was a prostitute fucking with that nigga. And just because you was nice to her, and that nigga, while that nigga having a relationship with her, fucking her like that she has, what you gonna do tonight? Say, man, fuck, I got that motherfucker. That motherfucker been fucking with me the one way. I'm gonna blow his head. Like, nah, don't do. She might be the one talk down to that nigga and make sure that nigga don't kill you back. This is all science. This is your Brigitte. So voodoo teach us how to humble, to teach us that every single one of us is one of them. If we learn how to see them through each other, then we're going to find the world in a better place, and we're going to live in peace and harmony, yo. Why you think right now in America or the world, they turn the police force as the enemy? Not the bankers, not the politician, the police force. Ask yourself this. You want to know why they do this? Let me drop that science to y'all. Police is what? Law and order. People gonna talk other way with you. They're gonna be like, well, you know, police was slave catcher. I tell you, you know how many black men was slave catcher too? One of the best slave catcher was black people. The best tracker. If you're trying to track a slave, the best one was black people. So if you're trying to say that police was slave patrol, they become this is the wrong approach, because it was some of us was slave patrol too. So that narrative automatically, you know, offset this bullshit. What I'm trying to say to you is that law and order This is the principle of Ogu. They're trying to destroy what the law and order of the time. Right now, we are in Ogu season. We are in the season of justice. We are in the season of order. So they all the act you heard police is really, you know, they don't want to work. They giving their resignation. It's all part of the plan. The point is this: if police is no longer here to serve, guess what? You're gonna have what? A lawless state. What is lawless? Purge. This is what Gotham City. They want to turn these states to Gotham. Everybody for themselves. Why? Because there's no longer law and order. That means they want to tramp down the Ogu principle. Every single cops out there, this is your Ogu. But they create a rift between Ogu, which is law and order, with infiltration. See, what is happening is not normal cops doing this. This infiltrator doing this shit. But we don't know that. The media brainwashed us to think that every cop is like, it's not true. The point is, cops was never the problem. It's the people on top of the cop that's the problem. Your bankers, your politicians. But they turned the normal person that live within your community, which is the regular person that play a cop. We were supposed to have the best relationship with these cops. Because understand, if a cop in this community is close, these so-called puppet master you call politician or bankers, they have no power. The only way enforcing their law, the only people enforcing these scumbag laws is the cops, the law enforcement. So they make sure they keep that connection between you and law enforcement in the disarray. So therefore, you will never get to them. Because the only people that can get to these folks is the cops. People that enforce law and orders. Just imagine if every single cops was on our side. They were like, nah, fuck that. We were the people. What the fuck you think they would do? They couldn't do nothing. They couldn't do nothing. But if they turn the cops against us, against the very same people they come from, we fucked. And again, that's your Ogu principle. They are the front line before a war. That's your foot soldiers, your cops. That's your Ogu. And that's why Ogu have different levels of them. Like when you get to the military is your Ogu garçon la guerre. This is your warrior. And then you got your army general. That's your figure, those that give the order. So Ogu have different names of them, and different names of them represent different layers of life and existence. But if you go against law enforcement, which is your regular cops that live right there with you in your community, then you fucked. They never want that. They make movie, they make music about fuck though. Yes, but those police that being fucked up is because we not in good relationship with those other cops that like this with those fucked up cops. Imagine if we come from a neighborhood, all of us is connected. We have a good relationship with cops. You think these cops would allow other corrupt cops to treat each other like this? No. They were like, no, fuck that. You ain't gonna do this to my people. Because guess what? My people, they know we have a good connection with them. They will make sure that they're not allowing fuck shit to fucking happen. But when every time that we brainwash, or you hear movies, or you see music made, fuck the police. When a cop is beating the next person in his mind, shit, fuck that motherfucker. He's rapping about me. Fuck you. But it's all a propaganda. It's all planned because the music industry have the same connection with the prison industry. And they are the one asking the A&R, find the next rapper or find the next songwriter, say, make a song about violence and police brutality. So they constantly create that rift. They don't want doing this shit, man. They turn these cops ain't living with them. These cops is not out there living rich life. They're right there in our community. That means that's our children. That's our brothers right there with us. But they doing fuck shit because they make the shit like this, man. Because they perverted the principle of Ogu. And that's what you get in return. So now I just went way out from what I was saying before. I was talking about the Mambo possession with Freda. I've seen a lot of people talk about the possession. I see people say, well, it's bullshit. You know, this ain't Freda. Freda don't talk like that. You know, Freda, they never see this position. Let me explain to y'all, man. In Haitian voodoo, not everywhere, I want to just make sure I correct this part. Every single time someone is possessed, there's 3 levels of possession. I want to be clear with that. It's because no one talk about it. You got to have an experience with it in order for you to know what I'm talking about. So that's 3 levels to possession. So the first level of possession, it's pretty much what you'll consider energy hit you, but the energy couldn't decipher your complete physiology. Imagine you just got a foreign energy that hit your body, but now the energy trying to go to different parts of your body to just trying to find out how that work. Okay, let me do the head scan. Let me do the arm scan. Let me do the heart rate scan. You know what I'm saying? So when these people get the first level of possession, usually they just always like either doing sound like some people like some people like cat. Some people just like giving you the face like they do a lot of that. But it's the first level of possession. That's level 1. That means the spirit is not completely adjust to the person's body. Some people stay on the floor just shaking. Some people just making faces. It's because that's level 1 to possession. That means the energy that hit their body trying to decipher every single organs, every single body parts, or including to trying to, just like a computer, when you just get an update, the computer have to do what? A run. They have to run different, script, JavaScript, or trying to, that's the same format, but people don't know that. Now, you got level 2. Level 2 of a possession. It's pretty much when the person don't talk at all. They just giving you the face, or they moving their hands, or they do some with their face. Some just do sound like, or they just like stay normal. They just do hand gesture. That's level 2. Level 2 is communication is jam. Just like an update, you can have an update with a computer, and the computer just going about, you do the loading from 0 to 100, and the loading going halfway or going to 80, and it stopped. So there's certain application within the system that couldn't upload or couldn't work. So it could not properly run because there's some proper application that's still not completely upload. So that's the same process. A level 2 of possession, a person that you saw doing hand gestures, not talking, do face expression, it's mostly the update or the possession is not complete running properly. Then that's what we're talking about when they get to Freda. Now that's a lot of videos you'll find online when you talk about, you saw like they're like, okay, we have a Freda possession, and all you see she's giving you faces. She don't talk, she do hand gestures, and she giving you faces. Most of them do this. It's because it's not a complete possession. The possession is not complete. Now, what is a Freda possession? Let me explain the Freda possession. Each law does not find a host as easy. Each law have different format to choose a host. A host is what in Haiti we call it choual. Chaque loi pas choisi choual comme ça. Some law, when they chose a host, the host might not be able to run the program, just like computers, right? For an example, you will have computers that couldn't run Mac systems. Why? You find Windows couldn't run Mac applications. It's a different stock. You'll find computers, they'll tell you that this computer is a whole model, it need an update, or probably need to change the whole graphic card or change the whole system because the whatever application you're trying to download, the computer couldn't do it. This is the same format with loi. Some people, loi couldn't manifest 100% inside of them because they do not come from the stock of what the loi looking for. Now, what is a stock? For an example, they have different type of children. You have children that's being born réclamé. Réclamé mean that they put an announcement on this child. They're like, okay, we might want that. And you have chosen, choisi. Again, choisi, again, réclamé. You have chosen, and you have those that they just proclaim. That's proclaimed and that's chosen. A person that's proclaimed, any law that just navigate inside of that person will never go all the way. And each law have a different type of way to manifest on certain type of people. Freda herself, you need 2 generations of having people having that law in your family for Freda to come in full possession 100% inside of you. I repeat, in order for Freda to manifest 100% to you. I'm not talking about level 1. I'm not talking about level 2. I'm talking about level 3. For Frida to be a full-blown working law, like talking, and you need 2 generations of family that law been manifesting to. That means your mom got to have that Frida, or your grandmother had to have Frida. So that passed down to your lineage of 2 generational connection with that law. That's how Frida manifests. Ogu is different. People don't really need that full generational connection with Ogu. Ogu can come like that. As much as Ogu probably, if Ogu fucks with you, or if it feel the need, it'll come in. Frida is different. That's why it's a rare law. She don't come like that. Mambo have that in her lineage. That's why she come like this. So when I released the video, because I was the one recording it, when Mambo have that law, I repeat, y'all, some of y'all probably know this. Her Creole, I'm the one that teach her how to speak Creole. She was not fluent with Creole. And I guarantee you 100%, she do not possess that language. I repeat, if you guys ever go watch that video again, I have it in her, she have it in there. The video called Frida Possession. I repeat, she do not have these vocabulary. She don't have it in the everyday talking. That, yo, trust me when I say this. This woman do not speak that Creole. And certain things she was saying in that possession, those are the only time you hear these words. These is not her words. I was not only shocked, this was the freaking, like, this is the first time I see this myself. Because a lot of time people never saw true possession in Haiti. Most of the time when people get to ceremony in Haiti, most of the time they saw level 1 or level 2 possession. They do not see real 3 level. I'm not saying it don't happen. It happens, but it's rare. You will find most of the time people go to, like you say, oh, someone got a law, and all you see people doing faces and they're not talking. They do like, they're not giving no word. Level 3 possession is not that easy. Level 3, it's what you call franguinet. That means it's a lineage that passed down to the next with full potential. It's not something acheté. In Haiti, they call it loi acheté. That means this is not a part of your lineage. You bought it from someone that sell it to you, so you using it. So that means this shit is like something you borrowed. Soon enough, the spirit might bounce and say, fuck you. They go to another habitation. So any spirit that you bought, or you just get it from association, full possession might be tricky. You might not get a full talking spirit. You will probably get a spirit that do faces, or a spirit that do sound, because the spirit do not scan your body from 2 generational back. Understand, it's like a software, just like Mac. If you got a computer Mac, you can pretty much run any Mac system through a Mac. But if you take a system that run by a Mac, you go run it by a different computer, you probably have to get second party software just trying to force it. This is the same format. This is what I'm talking people don't understand. This is in that format. So when Mumble have this possession, not only this shit was one of the most powerful experience I ever lived, because I finally see it to its full potential. What was so fascinated with it is that inside of that womb, when she was possessed by Frida, I kid you not, I have that video. I have to pull it. I'm going to bring it because Spirit said do not post it. I'm going to post it one day. Inside of that womb, every single corner of that womb, water was dripping down. Yo, listen. Every single side of that womb, water was dripping all over the wall. Water dripping. It was not raining. It was water dripping everywhere because she said she blessed the womb. This shit was mind-blowing. And the way she was talking, the frequency of her voice, the way she would, nah, man, this shit was crazy. So I get a lot of people just like, oh, this shit ain't Frida. Oh, this some bullshit. Frida don't curse. Frida don't do this. Frida don't do that. It's because they never experienced a full-blown Frida third level generational people that run and operate the Frida frequency to its fullest. And it just, again, common sense. People said, oh, you know, Frida will just never curse. Yo, people that comes from royalty, people that's rich, they are the most sassy. They are the most, I'm talking about, they talk shit. They are uninterrupted. They are no filters. People that come from royalty is no filter. They tell you they are the most asshole piece of shit. because they come from like that. Royalty will not be no bullshit. People that come from money, people that have it all, they are the most assholes you'll never get across with. That's exactly how she was acting. She was acting super fucking sassy. She want this and she want it now, and she was cuss your ass if you don't do it. That's pretty much an attribute that's a fucking queen. She just impatient. And yo, listen, I do not want to fuck with this law. This law was like, nah, man. Like, I don't want that. I don't want that heat. So after that part, now I'm talking about my possession part. I never forget. Again, this, like, I mean, every time this crossed my mind, it was one of the greatest time of my life because I lived the spirit through the grapevine. This was not someone written this shit. This was not someone's story. This is what I lived, and I know. And if I have some member here that went to Haiti with us, they can even share their story with you guys for what they seen with us, with me, after my possession become complete and other stuff that been going after another trip of mine, whatever. So now I remember Mambo got another spirit that come in, and that spirit is Shango. It was Ogu Shango. Never forget, the whole sky was just blazing with freaking lightning every single where, lightning. And then we have like three dogs in the house. The dog started barking nonstop. And you know where the dog was barking? What make it more fascinated? They was barking at the sky. All the dog put their head up, barking at the sky nonstop. And lightning keep striking him. Boom! L'orage a frappé. Beaucoup l'orage. Next thing I know, Mambo fall on the floor, and then she come up. When she come up, she said she's Ogu Shango. Never forget this shit for my life. Not only she don't speak like this, Mambo don't know shit about Ogu Shango from this habitation. But what I'm trying to say to y'all is that when it comes to voodoo, habitation, what we call habitation or habitation or habitat, it's nothing but a force field that completely covered itself, where anybody with a lineage or anybody with that spirit chose, they will automatically use that person for their own will. And guess what? She have that law. And the first thing the law did to me is have a bonfire. Like, they lit up a tall bonfire. And I start walking into the fire. She said, Machina di fiabon. Listen, first thing come in my mind, I'm like, what the fuck, nigga? That's a fucking fire. Guess what? I walk into the fucking fire. I don't feel no fucking pain. And the moment I did that 4 times, walk into the fire, go up, go back, go up, go back. And then they take the machete. I have it here. And she took the machete and then she hit me on my forehead with the machete. Boom, boom. She did it 3 times. And right after that, the spirit left and then went greet other people. Because, you know, when spirit come in, they have to greet everyone in the habitation, went to talk with people. I swear to my fucking God, yo, I feel like a crack happened inside of my soul. I feel like my soul was leaking. Something inside of my essence was leaking. I feel like something, it's leaking, and then I feel a void, like something it's open for something else to come. I swear to God, when I get inside of that womb, which means inside of the habitation, inside of Kaila, when I get inside of this, I feel like something just hit me like a fucking car. Just like a car. Just imagine you just stay straight and a car just hit you like 100 and something mile per hour. Boom! This shit hit me. And I just fell on the floor. Boom! My head just almost hit the potomita. And when I get on the floor, I was paralyzed, like just like sleeping paralysis for a quick second, for like about a good 2 minutes. I couldn't move. I'm hearing everyone though, but my body, I couldn't move. Straight up spirit paralysis. And I hear Ogu Shango still, she was still in possession. She's like, I have to leave because something coming here, and whatever's coming here is not going to be pleasant. I have to go because they have a lot to say. I have to go because my presence gonna cause that spirit to not show up. That's why, like in Haitian voodoo or in voodoo period, a lot of time, if you've been around people getting possessed or loi is showing up, certain loi have to leave for another one to show up, because their presence usually mean that they share the same energy with that other loi. If they stay around, that other loi could not show up, so they have to leave in order for the other loi to use that same energy. You know, energy is almost like an area code, just like you dial 347 or 305. So they using the same area code. So in order for the other one to push the, you know, push the number to make that call to come to your body, they have to bounce for the other one to show up. So I'm just trying to, you know, bridge the gap with the science of what we do every day, so y'all understand what's really happening. And the spirit that show up, y'all, my first time in possession was none other than Kafu. Met Kafu. That was the first possession that I ever had in my life. And the reason why Kafu come in, my family, this is a law that they tied. You marry law. Marry in English mean tie. They tie down the spirit. That means they seal it. They do not want the spirit to roam free. Why? Because some people in my family have a debt with that spirit. That spirit asked for 3 cow, 3 black cow. I mean, we talk about 3 big ass fucking cow to fed. And they never did that. And the people that were supposed to do that was my grandmother, mother that have that obligation. She never did it. So for that, a lot of people in my family was having birth problem. Every time they give birth, the baby die. The spirit say, fuck that. I'm going to drain that life force because you guys don't fed me, so I'm going to feed on those children life force. See, this is the thing that, again, we don't understand that science. We run away. We thinking it's something evil or bad, but it's just science. If an energy you don't have is energy that he's asking you, it's only going to make sense. It's going to just go into the other side and collect his energy accordingly. And the reason why I heard my grandmother, mother didn't do it, it was around the time of persecution. There was persecuted people in Haiti at that time. Anybody that do voodoo, they was like under persecution by the church. So people was willingly burn everything they have or throw it away because they don't want to get killed or persecuted. So that was one of the casualties. And guess what? When they come to the spirit world, they don't give a fuck. Whatever your bloodline failed to do, the next generation, the shit gonna fall on you. And that was my problem all my fucking life. Listen, I do music with Mambo. We was this close to get a record deal. I'm talking about this close to get a record deal with Interscope and A&M, right? We get that phone call. We get that phone call for Vincent Herbert. I think that's the guy that is the husband of Tony Braxton's sister. Tamar Braxton, before they was together. I'm talking about Lady Gaga, right? Right in time when Lady Gaga was, you know, popping everywhere. We were supposed to go on tour with Lady Gaga in Spain. Listen, we get that phone call. That phone never rang on time, never rang. But our phone is not on silence though. We receive countless of freaking email. Guess what? We never do fucking check our email. We don't care. We don't know. One day we wake up, Mambo start crying. I'm like, what's up? She said, yo, we lost our opportunity in a lifetime. Guess what? When she checked the mail, we received not only voicemail, we received email of people saying like, yo, you guys is the first artists that we find interest in, and you guys is not really taking y'all career seriously. Like, we've been pretty much harassing y'all asses, and none of you guys give not even a phone call back or even text. You know, these guys, when they call, is private numbers. So we not even care to freaking like give another email back. I remember again, we were supposed to get with Akon little brother. I think his name is Boutiam, some at that time. And they was dealing with an Asian company in New York called JYP Entertainment. And JYP Entertainment at that time was doing with the K-pop. K-pop is the Asian shit that's popping right now. We talk about way back before that shit popping. Listen, they gave us the number to call, talk to the assistant. You know what the assistants told us? The assistant's like, you how the fuck you guys get that number? I'm like, duh. I mean, you think we can go out there and get it like that? It's because we talked to someone that told us to call and put up an appointment. You know what the lady said? Nah, you guys lying, y'all. Guess what? The spirit blocked us, yo. Because the debt that my family have fall on me, so they make sure that I couldn't get shit done. And that story I'm giving y'all, this is the story of countless of Haitians, countless of Black Americans that have family lineage of blockages for so long of debt, and they never know how to remove these debt or how to correct these debt. The only debt we think is this white man system that we only give as a debt, but in reality, our true debt is a spiritual debt, and we never do this shit, and our fucking life is just a jam. We could never move. And that was my freaking life. So when that spirit come in, the first thing the spirit did tell the people around is like, I've been fucking shit up and y'all been ignoring me this and y'all been ignoring me that. So you have people in the family just like, it's almost like they was inside of a court and everybody responding in the court like, oh, I was not knowing how that. So the spirit just spilled all the bean and telling people what they need to do. And guess what? Life start to change. Life start to change. And we left, everything changed. And guess what? Never forget, telling y'all another secret of mine. I usually play this, some online that called fantasy sports, and they call Fendel. And never forget, y'all, right after we come back from Haiti, all the spirit always told us, like, don't worry, I got y'all. Y'all did some great to us. I'm gonna show y'all how we fuck with you. No fucking lie, y'all. When I get back, in a matter of 2 days after I come back from Haiti, I hit so hard. I'm talking about big fucking money, yo. I mean, I hit hard. And I'm not going to disclose the money, but damn, I hit hard. I mean, that was the most money I ever made in my life in one shot. And they just like, I told you, we fucks with you like that. So my point is this, y'all. This is what we are, black people. We are gods among men, but we don't know that. We are the guardian of this bitch. So therefore, if we are guardian of this dimension, whatever we want to call it, guardian of the galaxy, guardian of the earth, how come we living like dirt? How come we don't have shit going for us? I will always repeat it. Get voodoo or die trying. The condition of Haiti is not voodoo. I will repeat it over. The reason why Haiti is not moving forward is because the people in control of voodoo is not voodoo people. The people in control of the system is not voodoo people. Just because someone throw a clothes on their body walking around said they are voodooism, they're not voodooism. Voodooism is not just because you know how to sing the song, just because you know how a spell is done. And anyway, anybody telling you about a spell and you go do it, it's fake. A spell only work one time. If someone tell you, oh, you put this like this and you put that like that and you put that, bullshit. This is not a manual like a regular life. A spell was supposed to be worked one time and move forward. And the spell's supposed to be worked for the person that do it, and that's it. Another person telling you about spell to go, bullshit. It's a lie. So what I'm trying to tell you, it's a bunch of people out there disguise themselves as voodooism. They don't have nothing to do with voodoo, because what makes you voodoo is the core principle, is the law. That's why they call law. Law mean law. Okay? The law, they say law, it means law. They are the principle. They are the ma'at principle. They are ma'at principle. So therefore, if you live life in these core principles, you are living God. And those people in Haiti that so-called call themselves Mambo Ugan, why Haiti's this bad? You want to know why? Because they forget the law. You know what law these people only know? Is money. They only know money. You know how many times that Mambo have work, people comes to her for work, and Spirit told her straight up, I won't do this shit. Because understand, when you are a voodoo person, you are a judge among men. These people, they only know money. That means they'll do anything for fucking money. And that's why Haiti fucked up. Because that's the only language, that's the only thing they know, money. They don't give a fuck if they have to do a ritual to kill a person. If they're not knowing the person they're about to kill was supposed to be the person in the future that changed Haiti. But as long as they get the fucking money, they just kill that person and ruin the future. So we living in the cycle of hate because people that's supposed to be in charge, some of them, not saying all, those corrupt scumbag, they're in the same seat with these corrupt church people, because every single church in Haiti that you heard doing good, they all go into a freaking Ugan or Boko or Mumble to do work to bring people to their church. So they all sit down in the same fuckery. They all lost the law. And the law mean humanity first. And what is humanity? Humanity is IT. That means if you cannot see Haiti first, then you lost the fucking war. You don't understand what the spirit is for. You know how many times in Haiti, same story, people will kill you doing so-called spell on you because they heard you about to leave the country. They fuck you up. Ask yourself why someone would have used some magical shit that will benefit them Why they not doing it to benefit others? You want to know why? Because they lost the core. They don't understand what they're doing. Voodoo education never been made it. If voodoo education is not met, Haiti cannot move forward. We do not know our true nature of what we're supposed to do. If we don't know these core law principles, if we can't see each other as spirit, if we're not using the voodoo lens to know that when I see this person, oh, that's my Frida. When I see that guy here, oh, that's my Ogu. When I see this lady here, oh, shit, that's my Ezuli Donto. How are we going to respect each other? We can't. We can't. And that's why voodoo is corrupt, because those that so-called Mambo Nuga, they never make the proper education. They do not live life in the proper law. They not living in the law voodoo format. And that's what ruins everything right now. So my brothers and sisters, like I was saying, man, that was my experience. And I want people to know also, possession ain't easy, man. I personally don't like it, because every time you allow a spirit to come in and out of you, your life force is leaking. That means they punch a hole in your aura field so they can penetrate. So when they leave, a part of your essence leave with you. So the more I get possessed, the more my life span is going lower. That's fact. There's no bullshit. This is fact. I remember probably it's 2 years ago. We went for like a annual, like, you know, to feed the spirit, you know what I'm saying? And we have to do a big ceremony. We're talking about, we kill, like, I want to say kill. We sacrifice 21 different animals pairwise. This ceremony cost us nearly close to $14,000 to do it. And here's again, this is another form of telling people the reason why voodoo, people in Haiti demonize voodoo, it's because it's expensive to fucks with voodoo. This shit is, I mean, let me explain to y'all. Money, it's energy. If you want money, you have to use energy. For money attract energy. That's just the science. But if you don't have money, you cannot attract energy. There's no mistake. Every single Haitians in Haiti right now, those super rich, people they call rich, all of them in voodoo, guys. All of them. And when they do ceremony, they're not fucking around. So I'll give you another example. Michael Jackson. Y'all think Michael Jackson was normal? You know how many ceremony Michael Jackson have in Africa for him in Haiti? Michael Jackson, every time he's going to concert, Michael Jackson buried and sacrificed 83 cow in Africa in Benin. 83 cow before you go to a concert. So in your eyes, a lot of people that don't know that science, I know what it meant. He's getting all that energy. So when he's on stage, when Michael Jackson is dancing, you think these move was just move? No. Michael Jackson was a bawon. It was a gede. Michael Jackson was none other than three spirit. That's why he was so powerful, because he was tap on it. Why you think he make a song called Smooth Criminal? That's your bawon criminal, Smooth Criminal. In his movie, his biggest video of all time, Thriller, the zombie dancing. What was the color of his jacket? Red and black. Coincidence? Come on. Michael Jackson. Why you think, listen to his name. Jackson. Jackson? Jackson? Saint Jacques son? Jackson? Saint Jacques son? You guys don't understand. What is Saint Jacques? What is his name? Michael. That's the angel Michael in the book of what we call Kabbalah, or if you want to go by the Archangel Michael, is none other than Saint Jacques in Haitian voodoo. It's not by coincidence. So he's Michael, Archangel Michael, and what's his last name? Jackson. When you break it down 2 syllable, Jack, son. So he's Saint Jacques, son. I mean, why you think he was playing heroes? Always like with gunfighting and shit, trying to say what? That's your Ogu principle he applied right there. Why you think he's trying to look like a woman? He looked like kind of like a woman and a man. This is actually your Gedenibo. Your Gedenibo bel garçon. What color you always use? Purple and black. That's your Baron right there. So I'm telling y'all, The spirit world been running this shit forever. We just not paying attention. What's two color Michael Jackson always used? The gator color. Either you wear white and black with a hat, white and black, or purple and black. Or he's in gold, which what? Your Ogu Shango or your Saint Jacques with the Belle Saint Jacques. This is what they've been doing for a long time, man. The spirit been running this bitch, yo. But we never pay attention. This shit, everything we saw here have a science of the spirit, and the spirit always been running this joint, but we don't know that. We thinking everything as simple. They try to make us live as simple people, but we not simple people. We are gods among men, okay? And our approach has been in the human format, and that's why our ancestors, it's inspired the whole world to treat you like shit. Because they want you to wake up one day and say, no, fuck that. I can't be like this. Something have to fucking change. And when you decide to make a change, that's when everything gonna be better for you. Because you are God among men. It's fact. It's fact. You know what I'm saying? So that's the part of some of my story. And what I'm saying about possession, there's levels to it. People just don't know that, and that just like, yeah, Prince is a straight up get it. You know what I'm saying? Straight up get it. Purple Rain. You know, they all trying to look like an androgyny type of person, almost look like a female, almost look like a male. That's your get it Nibo bel garçon. Get it Nibo gives you the energy of a perfect person that's almost look like a female. That's where they was getting all the shit. So this is all our science, man. All our science. And we're not doing it anymore because we've been told and brainwashed to run away from what we are. And then you have it. So, yeah, we going out there. So, like, let me get some light pop off out here. I got 185 people up in here. Let's match some of these likes. You know what I'm saying? Let's match some of these likes. So now, let me just talk about Beyonce for a quick second to just show you some stuff. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, it was around the time I was heavy in music. I was about to get signed, so I was all over the places. So Beyonce was like, the album, like first solo album was, no, the second solo album. She called it Déjà Vu. And Déjà Vu is a French term for like already seen this. And Déjà Vu was a voodoo, New Orleans voodoo oriented. She has several songs they make sure never release in the album. She have one of the song called Creole. She was talking about she's a Creole woman. She can speak Creole. She can eat the food. In pois, like in Haitian they call pois. And it was right after Beyonce have a video. She was talking about, you guys probably see it. It's still probably on YouTube before they delete it. And she was saying like she have her mom didn't teach her how to speak Creole, and that her grandmother know how to speak Creole, but it was unfortunately they don't teach her how to speak Creole. And then while she was talking with the guy before she left, she said, "Sak passe na boule." It was right before the interview was in the Super Bowl in Miami, in Tampa. It was a Super Bowl in Tampa, and it was this Haitian band that come on stage. That Haitian band, yeah, these motherfuckers. Anyway, it was a Haitian band called Tabou Combo. Tabou Combo was performing in that stage for that Super Bowl with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think they win that Super Bowl. And Beyonce was on stage dancing the compa on stage. It was that same year she had that interview with the guy said that they didn't teach me how to speak Creole. So when she come out with that album talking about Déjà Vu, the album was supposed to be about New Orleans Haitian voodoo. The label blocked this project. They stopped it. She have a song about the whole, they blocked that project. They're like, no, fuck that. We don't want you to get inspired niggas out here about none of that shit. No, they blackballed the project. They throw this shit under the water. Now, you heard the latest song about Beyonce, and then she's talk about the Orishas, which is beautiful. But my question is this, is just to show you how they block one side of stuff. They block her project with Déjà Vu, and they allow her to do this now. Let me explain. I always tell people already, all African spirituality is beautiful, but we just have to watch where they, like, if the media pushing some shit, we have to make sure that we put our eyes, you know, put our goggle to make sure we see, okay, since when? Because, you know, the media trying to hide shit. So if they trying to use this shit as like a new shit, like they're trying to make this shit cool or popular, we have to be able to see it in a proper format. We have to give it the look of the ancestor, trying to find out the truth. Because why now? Now ask yourself this. Sorry. In the song, she's talking about, she told you she's Oshun, she's doing this. It's all beautiful. But why she wait that long to do this? Why in this time of Ogu, why she don't mention Ogun? It was planned. It's planned. It's all planned. The reason why she said Oshun, I want y'all to understand. Oshun, when she mentioned Oshun in the video, this is a kudos to the owners of Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter is what? Lesbian and gays. And Oshun's supposed to be their mother. So why not mention Ogun? Not saying Ogu, but in Orishas, they call it Ogun. She could have easily said Ogun. Because right now, we in the age of justice. People want to fight for justice. That's why she don't mention Ogun. She mentioned Oshun. This was actually a tactical way. This is well planned. This is not just Beyonce decide to wake up one day and just like, oh shit, I'm on my African shit. No, this is a part of the game. They planned this shit. The reason why she mentioned Ogun and this and that is because they trying to deviate your energy away. And she did it right around what? Pride time. This is pride. This is pride season. People celebrate pride. So when she throw the Oshun at you, it's to deviate you away from the necessary energy that we supposed to fuck with. Right now, we in Ogu season. And we need justice and we need order. But she deviates you with this shit. And none of us see that. None of us, a lot of us don't see this shit like that. And we thinking like a lot of us feel happy. Oh shit, man, we finally repping our ancestors. But again, they played you with your ancestors. They played us with our ancestors and they use one of us against us, just like I told you before. And the whole George Floyd shit, I told you they're using the Agawu energy. So they using our shit against us because we not paying attention. You know what I'm saying? That's what they did. And that was the purpose of the song. So they trying to deviate the energy away or trying to shift the energy away from you. So now they want you to be on your Oshun shit instead of being on your Ogun shit. So that's the agenda. She could have easily said Ogu too. Because if you said black everything, you talk about our struggle, this is the one that can fight the struggle. But they don't want you to know that. They deviate you with the shit. Now, when you talk about the rise of the Karens, I'm going to talk about that. Because right now I'm just going straight because, you know, we got pretty much about 30 more minutes. The rise of the Karens, like, you know, what people call Karens now, it's a bunch of racist white women that's going out there, going ham. Like, let me explain to y'all, man. The roots of racist is not the white man. I'm telling y'all, the true racist is never the white man. The true racist is the mother of the white man, the person that birthed them, the person that teach them. Let me explain to y'all. Most of us already know it happened here in the United States mostly, that the majority of these children is raised by black women. Black women pretty much just not birthed them, but they raised them. Most of them gave them, they breastfeed them because most of these white women is deficient in vitamin D. They don't even generate enough milk. So the black women end up fed those babies with their own milk. So they was raised by black women. Now ask yourself, you have babies raised by black women, teach and taking good care of, and these child end up growing and pass law and killing the very children of that same woman that raised them. What the fuck happened? This is the question you need to ask yourself. So where did disconnection come from? You have baby that raised by black woman, teach by black woman. The moment they become an adult, they passing law, they are lynching the very same woman baby down the line. What the fuck happened? You know what happened? Karen. Karen is what happened. Those Karen is the one implanted those seed in these children, yo. You know how many black men died way back? We all know that story, that white women been lying on and then make the white man go do the dirty job for them. You know how many times black men being lynched or killed because a white woman say something negative to that white man in bed, saying like, you can satisfy me, you got a small dick, just pretty much play with his emotion or play with his self-esteem, that he got to take the street and go shoot some of our black brothers and sisters. It's always them, bro. This future show you these rise of these Karen, the ancestors putting their ass out to be like, yeah, that's your ass. That's your fucking ass. And again, white women is not as exposed as white men. White men on the field with us. They out there. They don't want to antagonate our ass, but guess what? They still around with us. So if anybody get used to us, it's them. These white women stay home. They're not exposed. So what do you think gonna happen when they get home? All the seed of hate is by them. So the rise of Karen is not something that people popped up today. This is something that's been going on for a long time. You know what I'm saying? So again, I want everybody to know, if y'all see bullshit like this, including white people here, these Karen mentality have to come to an end. We better. But I'm not the generation, our generation, we over this. The point is we are at war right now. There's a war that starts between the old and the new. Every single person that's racist right now comes from our old world. We talk about the baby boomers, people that, you know, was born in the baby boomers era. So when you heard about people like, people keep calling Trump racist, which I believe he probably do, but again, I understand because he grew up in an era that walking around being racist was a badge of honor, and being racist was a club. Being racist was the club to say that, you know, I'm in the winning team. KKK was your freaking winning team. KKK was what you call your movement that allowed you to win. If you're not racist, you can't win back then, because that's how it was. You got to be able to win. Hey, boo, what up? What up? I see you too. Anyway, you know I miss you out here. So what up? So that's what it was. So KKK was pretty much what was winning. So anybody from Trump age or Biden age and all these other scum racist asses, what do you expect out of them? This is what they was doing back then. They come from that era, and that era was an era of piece of shit racist scumbag. Now, what I want us to do, or a lot of young white people to do, is to challenge these motherfuckers. Because if you don't challenge them, it's gonna be your ass. Because this new generation, nah, they ain't gonna take that bullshit from y'all. That shit ain't gonna fly. That shit ain't gonna fly. It's over. You going out here calling black people names, your ass gonna get laid the fuck out. And it's happening worldwide. So a lot of people talk shit about Trump, but one thing spiritually Trump doing is bringing all these racist ass motherfuckers to the forefront. He's bringing all their asses to the light, and everybody's seeing who they are now, and they laying their fucking ass open. So therefore, if you young, you born in our era, our time, this is the time to put an end to this fuckery. Challenge these motherfuckers, because they not from the same world in ours. Their world is dying. There's no more room for racist shit. There's no more room for hatred. There's room for progress for humanity. Humanity comes first. So anybody challenge humanity, you gotta fucking lay the fuck out. And this will ain't for you. You gotta fucking go. And that's my message to any young white, anyone. Challenge your fucking racist ass family, because this is a new world. They're not living in that same world where racist was fun and cool. That shit got to fucking go at all costs. Any motherfuckers, I don't give a fuck, all old or you. You disrespect me calling names, I'ma knock your fucking ass out. I don't give a fuck. That is fact. I'm just gonna remind you, this shit ain't flying no more. This shit gotta come to an end. And the rise of the Karen was another form of telling you that the ancestor putting all motherfuckers out to the forefront. So anybody around these Karens, check these motherfuckers out too. Because this world, the way we moving, we go into a new world. We ain't gonna sit down for bullshit like this. Shit like this got to come to an end. No more of these bullshit. Too many brothers fucking die by lynching because of white women fucking call and fucking lie. Nah, fuck that. This shit got to come to an end. So if your sister acting Karen-like, check your fucking sister. Your cousin acting like Karen-like, chuck their fucking ass, because we ain't taking that bullshit no more. And us as a community, we supposed to mandate law that punish people doing fuck shit like this to the maximum. Zero tolerance. We talking about maximum penalty. Anybody that fucking lie trying to ruin someone else's life, they should fucking get minimum 30 years in prison. That's what we should mandate by the law, to have harsh punishment to put an end to this fuckery, because that shit need to come to an end, y'all. Too much of that bullshit. And now, again, now we talk about word. I want my people to know words or spells. We already know that. This is childish shit. I'm not trying to bring anything to the forefront like we not already know. We know all about that. Words are vibration, frequency, and they are spells. What I'm trying to say, please stop saying white supremacy. I repeat, this is a spell. And every time, they don't give a fuck how much wrongdoing they have to do. As long as you use that title, white supremacy, they feel good. They don't give a fuck if there was the worst comeback the world ever seen. In their mind, you still reward them with the title white supremacy. I repeat, do not use this term. This term is a mantra that still gives them the false hope that they are superior than you. And that term itself still have weight to it because a lot of blood was spilled on that name. If someone died from a cause and that cause have a name, that mean energy tied to it. And the energy that tied to it, how many people they killed? A lot of our ancestors was killed under the title white supremacy. So they will not want to lose this title. They don't give a fuck how much fucked up they are. They don't give a fuck how an asshole they are. They don't want to lose this title. We don't want to approach it like that. We need to approach it by its true form. A supremacy. If white people was really supreme, if they believe that, this world would be a better place. They don't believe they're supreme. So if you are oppressing other people, it's because you know you weak. This is not an act of supremacy. A supremacy help the poor. A supremacy help those in need. A supremacy act like God. The supremacy help those and put everyone in power to show the world that I'm supreme. I'm supposed to look out for those in need. They not supreme. Please do not reward them with such a name because they're not worthy of that. They are call it by the true name. We're going to call it from tonight. Tonight, we're going to call it by its proper term. They are white deficiency. Call it by white deficiency. If it's called by its proper term, they will fucking change. No one want to claim a fucking deficient. No one want to claim deficiency. If they call you a white deficiency, you sound low, you sound primitive, and you sound jealous, and you sound like you ain't shit. So if you call it white deficiency, they're going to change. If you call it supremacy, nothing going to change because they feel like it's supreme. It's like, bitch, take it because I'm supreme. And guess what? I don't give a fuck because I'm supreme. That's how they see it. We need to change that spell. Let's cut this bullshit off. They not cut that shit off. We want to call it by its term. They not supreme. They are deficiency. Call it white deficiency and leave it at that. Okay? That's number one. Number two, the term privilege. Oh my fucking God. This shit, every time I heard this term, I feel like pretty much gut a motherfucker in front of me. Privilege, it's a title designed for people that are deserving the title. A privilege is something you earn. A privilege is something that you work for. A privilege, that's something that you was honored for. These are not privilege. Call these people coward. Call it white cowardice or call it white cowardness. These are coward people. Do not reward these people with privilege, y'all. This is not white privilege. Stealing the land from the people is not privilege. Fucking destroy other people's businesses. We talk about Tulsa, Oklahoma because you jealous. Destroy their fucking property because they was doing good. This is not fucking privilege. You walking around benefit from your ancestors from enslaving the entire natives, which is us, stole our identity so you can live a better life with you and your family from century. You call that privilege? This is not fucking privilege. This is fucking cowards. You're a fucking coward punk. Only coward do shit like that. A privilege is something you earn. A privilege is something you deserve. A privilege, that's something that everybody see. This is what you're supposed to have. So it's a privilege to fucking have it. So please, let's remove these spells of these names because these are spells that stay on our asses and they will never get the fuck out of our asses till we make changes. We have to change these terms and they are spells. White supremacy is white deficiency. Replace it. Privilege is cowardice. It's cowardness. Call it white cowardness and it will change. And that's what we need to do. We move this shit and it's over. Now, leave this bullshit alone because I'm trying to run through because time is moving too fast. Now, let's talking about the sand. They so-called have a sand that's supposed to come from the Africa. They're gonna travel and come into our shores, and everybody like, well, you know, we're gonna get this blizzard of a sand. Let me explain to y'all, man. First of all, it's a lie. Anybody out there thinking, oh, you know, it's probably the spirit, you know, of our ancestors trying to bring this, is bullshit. Bullshit. This is not a spirit thing, and this is not a sand. We about to listen, man. We about to be bombarded with chemical they put in the fucking air. They start this shit from Africa. They're gonna bring the shit all the way here, and they're gonna blame it on motherfucking sand. Said it's the Sahara sand coming here. It's a lie. It's chemical because COVID-19 don't work. People take the street. People not sick. The summer, the sun comes out. The sun is destroying every fucking bacteria. Everybody want to make sure this shit's open. So you're like, fuck this shit. They're gonna go 100% poison our asses. So whatever the fuck they talk about saying, it's not saying. They bringing chemical to that freaking air. And they start from Africa and they bring this shit all the way to fucking here, bringing chemical to our asses. So if they said it's the desert, it's the reason why they said it's the sand from the desert, because it's a ritual they are conducting at the same time. You got to understand what happened to civilization if you want to change it. When you're looking at back then, when the civilization changed, guess what? Buried in sand. That means it's over. So in the spiritual world, when they said there's a sand coming here, the dust from a sand, that means they're trying to bury the civilizations of the West. Because they're trying to bring the new world order. There's a form of bury the bitch. That's what they're trying to say. Ain't no freaking sand coming out here. They trying to bring chemical to get us sick so they can bring that, what we call COVID reload. Okay? They're trying to bring the COVID reload. That's why they already, all over now. Oh, the death toll is rising. Oh, the state here, the death toll, there's 45,000 people been infected in a matter of days, and Miami have to shut down. All bullshit. It's COVID reload. Our immune system, it's adapting, y'all. I tell y'all from a video a long time ago. We did the video probably like a month ago. Right after this solar flare that caused the radiation, including the 5G radiation, our body adapt to the bitch. It couldn't hurt us no more. We adapt to it. The reason why they keep enforcing, like you even heard politicians telling you they're trying to pass bill to enforce the mask, to people to put the mask on. But all of this shit is because we defeat the bitch. These masks, I repeat, are contaminated, y'all. And there's a level to the oxygen level. If your oxygen level being below -20, if you keep doing this shit, you're going to have lungs problem. It's all calculated. So we wasting all our time in these protests, and now the real giant and the real issues is on our back door right now. And this is where the game changer is right now. So we wasting all our time doing bullshit, and now the fight is finally in our back door. Because they're going all out right now. This is where the fight gonna matter. So what are we gonna do? I was in the city today and I saw this hair salon, right? It was a line of people. Guess what? They are scanning people's forehead to get inside of the salon to get their hair done. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? This is where we heading, people. While we was protesting doing dumb shit, these are the law that we were supposed to protest to make sure dumb shit like this don't happen to our community, or for them to not turn this bitch to what they trying to turn it to be. This is where we at. So they want to make sure they turn each of us against each other. The reason why they talk about the scan, let me explain to you all the little quick science behind the scan. Just think about that for a quick second. You imagine you go to a place, right? Remember, these machines they selling to do the scanning, they easily can freaking trap the machine. They can make this shit do their work without you knowing. This shit can be staying. Imagine if the machine said if anyone higher than 100, that mean you have COVID. What if all these machines automatically was wired for them to have higher temperature on purpose? What the fuck you think it's gonna happen? You know what's gonna happen? We gonna play the devil advocate for them. We gonna do the dirty work. Guess what? Imagine I'm working that place. A person come, I scan the person, automatically the shit said 100. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to tell the person, take a seat there. You know what I'm going to do next? I'm going to call the police. Oh, you know what? I have this customer. I have 5 of them. I think they have COVID. You have to do something. They're going to come and snatch the fucking body. This is what they want. They want us to do the dirty work. They want us to not trust in each other. They want us to be afraid of each other. The mass shit started. You know how many people trying to go to places to buy food or anything, they start going to bumping head with security guard because of a fucking mask? That automatically stated in the back that that shit can't protect you from nothing. What the like? Imagine what the fuck are we doing, man? This is where they got us, man. This is where they put us right now in the world. We eventually against each other. They turn every single one of us to a potential agent. They're gonna cause each other harm. This is where we at right now. So all BS, yo. This is sad. All I'm saying right now is for us to think this shit through, because all of this shit happened before election, and all of this shit is boiled down to one thing. If we're gonna allow these old racist fart to treat us like shit, to keep bringing these draconian law to oppress the next generation, if we're gonna allow it, or if we're gonna allow them to keep playing us like we ain't shit. Because right now the real fight is coming, and the real fight is to unify and demand the law to change and for the people. And that's the deal, man. Anyway, man, that's the deal, man. So let's see. Yeah, that's a civil war also. It's a civil war plotting to come in our shore. And that civil war, it's pretty much if we allow it, and all shit like this will be pretty much, our ignorance can lead it to a civil war if we don't know the term, if we don't know the signs of what to expect out of things before it comes to become something deeper and greater than that. Anyway, so it's about to be time for me to bounce out of here. So I'm gonna take a couple questions and I'm gonna leave. Anyway, get the lights up, please. Let me get a couple questions. Yeah. Hell yeah. Smash the like button, y'all. Anyway, question. Let's keep them moving, y'all. Let me get some questions up in here. Okay. How do I work with yin and yang? I'm being honest with you, sweetie. I don't know much. I don't know pretty much no in and out about IFA. I'm pretty sure you might be able to get someone out there with the most knowledge. I ain't the type that gonna try to act like, I know shit that I don't know of. I don't know, sweetie. I don't know. If you would have said La Sirena is a different story, but I don't know about yin and yang. So let me move on to the next question. Let's see. What can we do during this time and help us spiritually? First, the first thing you need to do is to be able to know what is your essence. Understand? Before you come to this world, you go to different vibration before you get to this body. For example, all of us is human, but the central core inside of us have a place it resonated from. So when you die, your essence going somewhere. We not going the same place though. All of us have a resonation place that our energy going. And what we call energy is our vibration. We call the light inside of us. The light is going to be collected to somewhere else. There are 9 realms. 9 realms. There's a reason why when you count from 1, when you get to 10, you're doing repetition. But in reality, it's only 9 numbers. Everything else is repetition. So it's only 9. There's 9 realms. Some of us come from the 9. Some of us come from the 8. Some of us come from the 7. Some of us come from the 6, 5, 4, 3. Anything below that, 1 and 2, is not into a physical body. We're talking about some probably bacteria. Some of us come from a bacteria world. We was in a bacteria before we come into this physical body. That's why Earth is a zoo. When they said the Earth is a zoo, it's because Earth is the only place in the physical matter, or the matter format, can pull down different energy from different realm at the same time. So Earth have a place for every essence. You have essence that come from the first realm, essence come from the 2, from the 3, all the way to the 9. So each of us, we need to know, we need to identify what essence we come from. Then after we identify our essence, then we will be able to know what spirit we can identify with, because each spirit comes from a realm. I'm gonna just give you a quick example. People that come from a seventh realm. Let's just say you come from your energy was vibrate as a seven. That means you're a protector. That means you someone that protect you. You someone that always trying to be in the light of justice. You protect. That means you more prone for ogu. You more prone to deal with dantor, because they are protective people that want to make sure they nurture and protect their territories and stuff. People that come from the eight, those are what you consider like your Dambala. These are cosmic beings. These cosmic beings is different than other people. Life is not as that serious. They take life as like they here, they not. And they are very secretive. Those are your FBI agent. Those are your Secret Service people you couldn't define. They totally isolate themselves to the point you barely know if they're around you. And they do not pick heavy interest in everyday activities. So that's different things. So in your condition, you need to do more research about self. Highly recommended a reading from Mumble or anybody else that you probably know. But that's the first step. Just get in that science of knowing oneself, because before you get spiritual, you have to know, you have to master oneself, or you have to have an idea of oneself before you make the second step from that. So that was that. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so it seems like we're about to get out of here soon. Okay, transhumanism. Understand transhumanism. It's not a talk. It's something about. It's always been there. This is a part of our culture, and I said it in a video before. Technology was a part of our culture, and they trying to make us afraid of technology so we don't merge our culture to fully, which is spiritual and tech. Spiritual and technology, those are the ultimate goal, and that's what turned us to a true guardian of the galaxies. When we finally know how to use our spiritual power to bring these knowledge, and from these knowledge we build technology with them. Technology and men supposed to work together, but those in power, those that want to play God, understand, they want to play God. They hide the technology and they want to use it only for their advantage and keep us in the dark and keep us primitives, because the more technology they kept for themselves, the more we're going to see them as depend on them more, and they're going to play God. So transhumanism, this is the future. It's going to happen. Us and machine, we create the technology, and technology make our life better. But they teach us that technology make our life worse, and we need to be worried or need to be afraid of technology. And that's why we still not moving forward with technology, because it's all a part of the brainwash. And transhumanism is something we've been doing in the past already. So it's nothing new. I said it before. Go back in one of my videos. You should be able to find that. You should definitely be able to find that. Without technology, every single technology we know today from this century we lived in was created by a black man and a black woman. So again, transhumanism shouldn't scare you because it's a part of us. So go watch Altered Carbon too. It'll tell you about where we heading pretty much. So you shouldn't be worried about technology. 21 Nation and 101 Nation. It's the difference between those 21. There's more than 21 Nation. But it's a conversation that we've been always taught for so long, or we've been conditioned. That's what you've been hearing for so long. You think that's it. No, that's more. I have plenty of spirit in my habitation that's not known to men. That's not known to people. And there's vice versa. You probably go to someone else's habitation, they're gonna tell you about some spirit that you never heard before. So it's way more than 21 Nation. So 21 Nation, it's a form of a old narrative that people kept between conversation, and 101 Nation is almost the same thing. Some are going to tell you that's 401 Nation. So it's all about a conversation in a form of adaptation from one place to the other, or old narrative that we still adapt to. But in reality, to be honest with you, like I said before, voodoo education never been done properly. So there's a lot of things that's out there that's not really that's more to it. So in my way of explaining it, I'm not saying what I'm saying, go with everyone. My perspective to it is that my way of seeing it, in my experience, there's more to it. So the narrative of 21 Nation, there's more to it than that. That's what I say. Yeah. Let me see. I think I think we're about to be done for now. I think everybody did say what they need to say. Nibiru and Anunnaki. Okay, first, when you heard about Nibiru and Anunnaki, these are the very same narratives that you have a group of white scholars, old racist scholars. You talk about Zachariah Sitchins and stuff. They don't want to bring that, bring that so-called Anunnaki talk. And you got Dr. York talk about them too. And let me explain this, man. We always been on this earth, and what we call Anunnakis is none other than celestial bodies that have been crossing our so-called solar system for so long. Do Anunnaki look what they saying lizard and what you call reptilian? I already talked about that. Ain't no such thing as reptilian. The reptilian they talk about is us. It's dormant. It's inside of us. And the reason why we look like this is because of the atmosphere they poison. Our air is poison, so we couldn't shift. And if we go to different dimension, we might shape shift to a format that cater to that dimension. And all the stuff that we call Anunnaki, none of that. That was a timetable of who we were. We are then and we are now. So Anunnaki is none other than some of our ancestors that was here and here. And again, what we call melanated people, what we call this melanin, is not from here. We are a part of our ancestors stay behind, so we are the descendant of those that stay behind. But our originate area where we from is not from here. We not from this paradigm. We not from here. Okay, so that is fact. We not from here, and everybody else was created here, but the original man was not from here. So that is fact. So there's no debate about that, and that is fact. I think it's about to be right. Okay. Um, okay, seems like everybody already good now. Okay, appreciate you guys. Man, it was like 2 hour. Shit, I don't even feel like it was 2 hour, y'all. It don't even feel like it was 2 hour, y'all. That shit was crazy. That shit was crazy, man. That's when you sharing some knowledge and you don't even feel it. To be honest with y'all, I feel like this was just easy shit. I don't even feel I've been here for that long, y'all. Chapeau bas pour nous tout moun qui la yo, tout haïtien, tout frère aksem yo. Mwen vidéo m'pral fait pour haïtien en créole seulement pour m'expliquer toute solution ça n'ka fait pour changer Haïti dans tout sens parce que grand pile moun qui fait vidéo qui parler pour changer Haïti même pas jamais dit exactement. M'a fait vidéo parce que esprit yo dit tout ça pour me faire, yo dit qui ça pour me dire nous, m'a fait vidéo pour nous mettre temps. So for my non-speaking Creole people, I was saying like I have a video I'm doing for Haiti to explain everything they need to know about where to go, where the resource is, how to approach certain resources, how to get certain contract done with certain groups of people, how to bring certain machine down to Haiti to build this and build that, where the contract need to go, who need to be responsible for the loan, how to do this. So I'm gonna break it down so they know, because they playing the game with the people in Haiti. Make sure that the people is not educated. They make sure they don't pass the double nationality to allow you to allow people with American background to come to Haiti to be a part of the government or to bring some sort of help. They don't want this shit. They want to keep the people not knowing how to read. The literacy is very low to make sure they keep a group of people uneducated so they can constantly stealing and take everything away from the fucking people. So this have to change. So I'm going to make a video bringing out solutions so they know what we're talking about. That is fact. So my brothers and sisters, I could not thank y'all more than I have so much to say for hear some of my story. And it was a lot to debate about some of the misunderstood out here in the streets. A lot of people don't have no knowledge about certain things, and they just talk and just hope I'll bring some clarity and some of these things. And I'm just trying to think about, do I miss out on something? Because I'm not going to be online for a long time because I have a lot going on right now, and I'm working on this show, y'all. This show going to be big. I'm working on this web series. It's going to be about 10 to 15 minutes long on YouTube. I hope you guys support me because, again, our biggest problem as a community is support. Let me explain to y'all what support means. Support does not mean for you to empty your wallet. Support can only mean you keep me in a positive life in your mind, because your mind is a wheel. It's a wheel that's spinning. And that wheel, when it spins, it brings things together. It's a magnet. So if I spin properly in your mind in positivity, if you don't have money and you're like, shit, man, I hope this brother find the right people on this journey. That's fucking money right there, because now I'm spinning in the wheel of positivity and reconnectivity. That means now your frequency of thought just go to the universe, and the universe collect the shit and like, okay, let me start to bring people aboard, because that's what you wish for me, then I have it. That's what I need. You know what I'm saying? And for some that can donate, hey, that's good. You contribute, because what I'm trying to do is not for me. I'm trying to make movie or trying to do stuff to give the next generation a part of them that been missing forever, a part of them that's been denied to them forever by racism, a part of them that been denied because they know if they start to know who they are, they would make the change that they deserve for themselves. So this is all I care. This is all I want from y'all. You know what I'm saying? So support any way y'all could. It doesn't matter. A prayer, a positive thinking, a donation, it does not matter. As long as we stay together. I told you, we don't need nobody. We need. If we pull out resource together, we can build heaven on earth. I'm tired of us constantly want to integrate with people's shit. I don't care about a dude don't give me an Oscar. I don't give a fuck if he don't acknowledge my work. As long as I do my work, I know my people are going to be satisfied. They're going to get heard. That's all we need. I mean, we need to put an end to this fuckery. We want to get validation from people or trying to get validation. No, fuck that. I don't need to go to your restaurant to feel like I know. Fuck that. I go to my people. I build my own. Fuck every bullshit else everybody. No. Do your own. Or if you can't do it, join force with your brother. Sometimes all it takes is for you to take a broom and just like, yo, that's all I fucking know. I want to be a part of your team, but I don't know what to bring to the table. But I fucking grab a broom though. At least I know you down with me, yo. That's our problem. All it takes is for us to make ourselves available, yo. Make ourselves available and pick a role. A role does not mean you need to be a leader. We all, that's our problem too, as our whole black people. All of us want to play leader, but we don't understand what it takes to be a leader. A leader mean you last, son. A leader mean you gonna be the last person eating. Do you have the guts to eat last? Do you have the guts to not even eat at all? You have to let your crew eat first. Do you have the guts to know that you're not gonna have shit to eat after your crew has been served? This is the position you want. This is not the position for everybody. So if you want to take that responsibility, there's no problem. But you have to do it. You have to do it right. You want to be a leader? Be a goddamn real leader. Do not say a leader and then you don't know what it takes to fucking be a leader. A leader mean if you got to fucking die, you're going to be the one die first. Not your crew. But we live in a coward society that teach us that leader told everybody out there dying and then he got to die lie last. This is not a fucking leader. This is a bitch. This is a pussy. This is a punk. And that's why we so easily these days to start wars. Because back in the day wars, the first person taking the fucking blow is the king. That mean if the king wants war, that mean nigga you about to die. Or you the first to fucking die. That's why they didn't want to have war. They don't want to go to fucking war. Because they know that's what war means. Nigga, you probably die. So this is what a leader means. You the last to eat and you the first to die. Remember those two. You the last to eat, you the first to die. That's the making of a fucking leader. So this is what you want. Just know what comes with it. So what I expect out of anybody It just be a part of just let's make something great. Because this shit we doing, it's us doing it. I have this music video / movie I'm doing right now. When this video is over, some of my beautiful people out here, I'm gonna give y'all some credit. When the video's over, y'all gonna see some of y'all names up in this joint. So remember that, because we family up in here and we're gonna grow together. That's what we lacked of. We're gonna grow together. Because in my eyes, you guys is not just regular folks. Every single one of y'all, that's like 100 something here. All of y'all are spirits. All of y'all is being inspired by a spirit. That means some of y'all, the spirit is watching me through some of you. Papa Legba might be with some of you here watching me in this live. Ogu might be with some of y'all watching me in this live. Freda might be with some of you watching me in this live. Dantor might be some of you watching me in this live. Agwe Siren, on and on. Papa Gede Baon, Baon Criminel, Baon Sam, on and on. So that's the way. Kudos to all of y'all. And again, I forgot. My second possession was Baon Criminel. And I will have to talk about that in the different, because this was a whole different experience itself. And to me, that's one of my favorite law. And I fucks with this law heavy because he saved my life countless of fucking time. Without this law and this rings, I always got these two rings with me. And this rings was built by him. It's a god. They forge it. And he did some work on these rings for me. And these rings actually, they are some serious shit out here. So to people out there having knowledge about forging jewelry and do God to put shit on, those shit is real. This shit is serious. So some of us out there even need some of that to step up on some shit. That's why, like, you be able to see these bankers and these politicians always got some sort of a shit out here. They build certain jewelry for them. There's always no bullshit. So again, thank you, y'all. Have a great night, and I wish I could have stayed more. It's been 2 hours and change. I mean, God damn it, man. Be honest, I could have stayed a little bit more, because I know I'm gonna miss y'all. I ain't gonna be in this life for a long time, man. So again, 2 more questions, I'm out. Let's see, it's 2:26. At 30, I'm out. So y'all good? Y'all good, right? No, I'm not in Florida. I'm in New York. I'm not in Florida. All right, we good, we good. That's what I want to hear, y'all. Thank you again, y'all. Like this joint, and y'all know what to do, man. From Haiti, from Haiti, Pétionville, Haiti. I know. Pure flow. I could have stayed a little bit more, brother. Could stay a little bit more, but you know what it is, man. All right, my beautiful DR sister. You know we blood out here. Shout out to my DR people out here, you know, people that want to stand out here and tell the truth and want to fight for truth. We are the light warriors of truth and justice and equality of this world. So every bullshit else, nah, fuck that. You ain't stand no less than that. All right, y'all. Good night, my brothers and sisters, man. I hope the ancestors light the way for y'all and bring much more prosperity and guidance and you know, everything that y'all deserve. And even if the road is hard, if you guys face with some obstacle, I want my brother, sister to know we soldiers, we warriors, and nothing gonna shake us. So if you have obstacle in your life, if life is a bit tough, maybe that's how the ancestor want to know if you're worthy of their trust. They're gonna put some obstacle in your life to see how you're gonna work, because there's a lot of cowards out here. You know, some people that just want to swing in the ancestor, you know, in the ancestor way just to get their way. If they don't get it, they bounce. So the ancestor gonna put us on some test. They want to put us on some hard shit to see if we want to ride. Just like you want to join the gang gonna put you through some hard shit to see if you want to ride. So don't give up. No matter what's stacked against you, just know shit's gonna get better. It's gonna fix itself. Only if you give the energy to them. Understand, we call it fate. It's not fate, it's energy. So where you keep your energy, this is where your energy gonna bounce back to you. So if you gave the ancestor the energy to charge them up because they've been neglected, bashed, removed, or demonized for so long, they need some of our energy. And the energy is the resonance. So you give them the energy, they project it back at you. So you do good by them, they do good by you. So that's my word to you. Good night, one love, and peace. Share the live, y'all. Don't forget that.